Hello there.
Yo.
Welcome to another episode of the Tabletop Trio podcast. I'm Bob.
I'm Joe over here.
I'm Bronson.
And we have some friends, as you can see, a little Friendsgiving / hot gobbler episode.
I don't like how you said that. We got some friends.
I feel disrespectful.
But we have Kyle, Cast Iron Kyle.
Hey,
Tyler from Full Slice Podcast.
tape deck, Tyler.
And Phil.
And Phil.
From Phil.
I don't have a podcast.
From Phil.
I don't have a podcast.
And Phil from his mom.
Yeah, wait. What?
I'm sorry, are you contesting that?
He took
No.
the night off of being a forward from the local rugby team to come out. Dude, he makes mead. You trump everybody in this room right now.
It's true.
I'll take the compliment.
I've never heard of it before. When we were getting ready here, I asked, I said, well, so what is that? And they're like, well, it's like wine and honey. And I said, well, I like sweet white wine. And Bronson, you're like, okay, well, you're done. So
Game over.
No, he goes.
Prepare to gain 30 pounds.
Tyler goes, I'm still a little confused, and he just pops a cap and puts it in Tyler's nose.
To
Tyler goes,
clarify,
okay.
he means
No, I went
open
on.
the bottle.
he opened.
I'm
Yeah,
rocking
it sounded
my
like I
nine.
shot
Pop a
something.
cap.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like. No, he popped the lid and gave me a sniff of the bottle, and I just go, oh, Lord.
I didn't really. He hard Glock Tyler, shot him, and then said, I like it.
Okay, I like it. I like it.
I like it. Okay.
Yes.
Compliment it more.
Dude, so Drunken Dragons. This is fucking cool.
So that's the name. That's the name that the label you go with.
Yeah, I mean, this started
Drunken Dragons Horde.
Drunken Dragons Horde. Yeah,
Horde.
Because I'm a D&D nerd. So there's one of my friends. I think she's, if I'm not mistaken, she's watching right now. She is absurdly talented with art.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh yeah, look at that.
That's hand drawn?
I don't know how she does it. So, look, I am.
What are you running for office? You're afraid to give a distinct answer.
I know it's drawn by hand, but I don't know if she uses like one of those like smart pads
Yeah,
or like
yeah.
hand drawn.
Sure.
Whatever she did, it's amazing.
Looks great.
And, I wonder if she texted me. That'd be hilarious if I got a live answer of how stupid I am.
Listen, stupid. This is how I do it. I like your
3D rendered, idiot.
I like the. If I could here.
Of course, yeah, please.
I love the Edgar Allan Poe letter. Like
The wax
Wax
stamp
seal.
on
seal.
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that.
So my last name's Ryback, so I had an R randomly because, of course, for D&D purposes, I like to use wax seals
that's
for shit.
beautiful.
So I was like, hey, let's repurpose this because I have so much wax that I've only used once.
yo, any drink that has a wax seal on it is getting you fucked up.
Yeah, right.
I wanted to dip the tops in, but the problem is that these are plastic and the heat that I had to get it on, so to cover the entire, it would have been a little
risky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're playing with fire there. So what flavors you got there?
I got, what do we got here? We'll start. I got Viking's Blood, technically cherry mead. I got Spice Sizer, which is pretty much my standard traditional mead, but instead of water, I used apple juice. So it's
Okay,
apple.
that's me.
All right, we're not driving.
This one is
Trust me, they're all you.
Okay.
This is
They're all amazing.
so
think
Rhodamel.
I
Tyler's
do
gonna like
have
them, huh?
work tomorrow.
No,
all
you
do.
Not anymore, you
Yeah,
don't.
we got sick days. No, not me
This
anymore.
one's called Vacation Day.
This one's Rhodamel, which pretty much is rose mead. That's the driest mead I make because it just,
That's
brings
up
out
my
the-
alley.
It's
the dry
really
mead.
nice.
Nice.
This is one that I've been saving for about 2.5 years. I've just been aging it. It's a special fall mead that I found this random guy at like a table show, like some random spot out in Wilkes-Barre, PA, where my in-laws live.
You know what's awesome about Wilkes-Barre?
Everything.
Nothing.
Well, the honey is, and my in-laws are awesome if they're watching.
Thank you very much.
Sorry, that dude. The toilet paper comes from there. and
Is that
toothpaste.
the in-law that I accidentally doused at your...
Yes.
Yeah.
Very
yeah.
much so. He likes you. It's okay.
Can of worms open?
Yeah. So this,
In
if
fairness,
I
there
were
is
to-
also a really cool casino in
There
Wilkes-Barre.
is. There is.
Joe and I visited.
Dude, I threw up at that casino. Yes.
Hey. I almost
That doesn't narrow it down.
Cast
So
iron
that
Kyle
fall-
left
that
his
fall
mark.
mead, very rich in flavor. I mean, it's my favorite thing. And then this last one is actually the mead that we made on stream. The first time I was on here, I made a mead literally live. And then the next time I came out, we tested it, and now it's just under a year old.
So it's the Tabletop Trio.
This is the Tabletop Trio, the official Tabletop
Wait, so are we
mead.
cracking that bottle for you guys to taste?
Of course.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And if I'm not
great.
mistaken, Joe still has another bottle there, so if you like it a lot, I'm
Yeah, I've been hoarding it.
If you like it a lot, too bad.
too bad, so sad.
I do have trade fodder with
I've
me.
been
I have
hoarding mine
bottles
as well.
myself.
So how long have you been doing this?
probably, let's see, this one was close to this batch.
I mean, in general,
When did you
making
start
mead.
making mead?
Yeah, in general.
3 to 4 years ago.
What'd you get? What got you started into doing that?
So I'm very similar to Joe, where all of a sudden I'm like, oh, new hobby? Sure, 100%. And
They call that ADD.
oh, really?
I'm medicated.
Does anybody here
My wife
not
gets
have
us
ADHD?
Me and Joe started talking about our medications. We were bonding over it. At one point.
They were bonding over SSRIs.
I'm just gonna tell you right now. I think my wife's putting G to bed. So let's hope she doesn't hear that because I'm not really that medicated. But anyway,
Mission
Not
accomplished.
great.
pretty much COVID kind of hit, and we got a new house, and I had this pretty nice basement with like my dad helped me rework the tool stuff.
Bragger.
area.
Oh, that's nice.
And I'm like,
Finished basement? Partially finished?
like 3/4 finished. So
Nice.
like my office
I
and
hope to
things
finish
like-
my basement
Yeah,
one day.
it's-
So much
oh,
extra space.
My office is down there. I just need to put some soundproofing because I'm
Oh,
way too
that's
loud.
great.
as you
I
can
want to
tell.
do that too.
I
Work from
finished
home
in my
sometimes.
basement.
That'd be nice. So you found yourself with some extra space and extra
Yeah. And I just, the YouTube rabbit hole of just like click next. And I
Yeah.
found this random YouTube channel, which I haven't been watching them for a little bit because of baby. But
have to
they
watch
randomly
Baby.
said, hey, very easy to start mead. And I'm like, I've always wanted to taste test mead. The one time I tried it, it literally tasted like somebody took white wine and just added like fake honey flavoring.
Yeah.
Disgusting. Like
Don't do
corn
that.
syrup, disgusting.
Don't do that.
So I made it.
Yike.
And then all of a sudden I'm like, wow, this stuff's really good. I wonder what else I could do with it. And now I've made like jalapeno mead.
Oh, that's great,
Oh,
man. Good for
dude, why didn't
That's
you bring
great.
that? I would have
Since
loved
I only
that.
had one bottle left, and
Because
the
we
other one
drained all of
fermenting.
it last
Yeah,
time.
last time I brought a bottle.
It
I love the idea.
delicious.
Well, I want to
that's
say,
great.
you know what's really cool about the meads that he makes? We'll try it in one sitting, and then 6 months later, try the same batch, and it tastes different.
Really?
Yeah.
So an age is different than so a lot of people think, I went through a period of time where I collected a lot of vintage hard alcohol. Like I had a crate. Actually, Tyler and I
Oh, yeah.
went on a road trip to Pittsburgh, and I traded a crate of like 50s and 60s rums and whiskeys for
bunch of
like
cast
200 pieces of cast iron. We filled my
Yeah.
whole car pretty much. But
Wow, I'm really happy I live really close to you. I'll trade you mead for alcohol.
I get it, dude. I get it in these basement estate sales, dude, like crazy. But
Oh,
some
wow, this is
people,
currency now?
dude. There's
Like-
such a divide. There's a divide of people. There's people on this side A, that say the flavor profile doesn't really change in that period of time. But then there's the flavor profile B of people that say, hey, I can tell that this whiskey is like 50, 60 years old. So it depends, like how
You
much
can
could
tell.
that
It's
change
just, do you like
over
to
6
drink?
months period?
Do you like to
Yeah.
drink attic flavor?
Right.
Or
If I
not?
sh- if I showed you,
wine is different than mead. Wine and like whiskeys and stuff.
Yeah.
Once
Yeah.
you cork them and they're in the bottle, they don't age as quickly. Mead is a rapid age.
I was gonna say it
that's
seems like
absolutely
mead
correct.
ages really rapidly. If you're saying you just like it, just in how long a span of time?
A
does it
year.
taste totally different.
That mead
Just
right
a
there
year.
looks like it's aching to get out. That cap looks a little punctured there.
so this one, because it was
Oh yeah, it's
quote
rounded.
unquote
the
my
bottle,
bottle.
The pressure. There it goes.
See, heard
So,
it.
yeah.
Heard- we all heard
So-
that.
There it is. So this was my bottle. So usually what I do whenever I make, like for instance, I'm not legally allowed to sell these, and if you don't have a liquor license, you can't too. I'm sorry, but what I do is
But you
I
can trade all.
I can trade them. Yeah, well, no, I can
Give
give
'em
them
as
as
gifts.
gifts. So like
This episode brought to you by
Yeah, nothing
Fuck
says you
Cottage
can't.
Law.
Yeah, not since you can't give
yeah,
us gifts.
I'm allowed to. If I lived by myself, I'm allowed to make 100 gallons, unless they changed the law recently. I can make up to 100 gallons a year. For
No,
myself.
it's 100 gallons. We know some moonshiners.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
yes,
cool.
sir.
So, but
yeah.
well, here's the fun thing: if you have more than one above 21 age person living in that house, it's 200.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
You're just telling the baby, grow up, grow up.
Because
grow up.
Oh no, my wife's there too.
because
So I'm up to 200.
we're
And
assuming
the
that
funniest-
person can take in that
Yeah.
much too.
So like
So-
100,
but
100
here's the thing.
gallons per person.
I don't think
Yeah.
I've made 100 gallons total
adult.
throughout my career of mead making yet. So, because I make them at like 1 gallon batches, and I've maybe last year or so bought a 5 gallon big boy, like
Yeah,
one of those
yeah, yeah.
hard
Nice.
boys or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
And then I bought a wide mouth, like 3.5, I think, gallons.
Dude, go
just
to
so
the
that-
pet store and look at a 55 gallon.
And how long
aquarium
does
and be
something like that last you? Once that's
That'd
done.
be way too much.
Oh my
55 gallons
God.
for me.
Yeah, but that's almost 4 of them that you
Yeah.
can
For
legally
us.
oh,
for us,
Oh,
yeah.
fair.
Dude,
fair.
you know there's also alcohol law. If you really get deep into the digging, like the depths of like alcohol law that was literally written
I thought
probably
you were going
with
to
a
say
feather.
alcoholism. I was like, oh my God.
Well, no, that too. But if you look into the vintage alcohol laws that were probably written with a quill, like a feather and ink, there's a loophole where you can create alcohol, and there's a bartering system you can employ where you can literally go over that 100 gallons if you're bartering for something non-cash or monetary value.
Yeah.
You could be like, all right, you give me them 3 fucking goats over there. I'll give you 150 gallons, and then you could sell those goats and be like, cha-ching.
Yeah.
Like, it's a roundabout.
I sold the goats.
Right, I sell them fucking goats.
I sold the goats.
So,
But I did not
But I
get
did not sell the meat bottles.
Thank you. I was
baby.
going for shot the sheriff melody there.
so
I was in livestock, but I did not sell the chicken coop. yeah.
So the reason we're all here today, and obviously we saw
Well,
Joe.
now it sounds like I'm my fucking funeral. I'm off camera.
So,
Dude, like
We've brought you here today to honor the memory.
Voice of Joe.
Yeah.
we are doing our hot gobbler episode.
Which sounds way dirtier than we
It
intended.
really does.
No,
God,
it's exactly as
So
dirty as we
Something you
intended.
get in a stall, a bathroom stall.
I love the Gobbler.
She gave me a hot gobbler in the bathroom.
It was amazing.
Well, it was either that or the Hobbler.
Dude, we all saw Misery.
That
Kathy
might be
Bates is not
worse.
invited.
I hate that movie.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Gives me fucking nightmares.
I'm looking forward to this because
Bobble-
both you and I,
Bobble
Bob,
never finished his line.
never had a gobbler.
We've
before.
never had a gobbler. So
Wait,
I've never had a gobbler.
never had a gobbler?
Neither has Bob. Nope. This was established when we did at the Hot Sauce
Show.
Fest.
Yeah.
Which, blasphemy.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I know.
The thing that threw me off the most is that almost every single week you are here, you have a fucking cup from Wawa.
So it's not even like you're not going.
No.
They literally advertised this in like start of October too. Which is
Because
like,
like
the
I
funniest
don't go
part.
to Wawa much. I used to when I worked near it. So
Yeah.
so that's one thing.
We
But if you're
used to
going
have-
in there a lot.
There's a Wawa that I drive past every single time I come up here.
Yeah.
So it just makes sense. I'm done work. I drive. It's about the halfway point between home and here.
Perfect.
I'll stop. I'll grab a sandwich, and I'll get on my way.
When Joe and I
Nothing
were
wrong
in
with
high school, we used to have our like bullshit Friendsgiving by all going to Wawa and getting gobblers and just hanging out and eating them. And the last time we did it, Joe went and ordered
good, though.
2 like gallon tubs of stuffing and bought out the rest of the stuffing they had at the Wawa.
And then they said it was out, so they declined my charge and said it was paid. And then the lady up front was like, $237? And I was like, there's nothing on here. And then the 2 things of stuffing came out. I was like, yes.
Oh man.
Dude, Bronson just named the episode Bullshit Friendsgiving.
A yearly tradition in this household.
So why are we here?
What mead do you think Tyler would like the
tried.
most? What?
Go ahead.
did he say?
He said the he said all of them first of all, but he did say one that was made with apple juice. I think
the
will be
apple
the
juice
one I'm
one, that's
interested
gonna
in.
be
Sizer.
the sizer.
Yeah,
right
that's
here,
what
yes.
because I also love Angry Orchards and things like that
Oh,
too.
if you
Dude,
like that,
you know
then
what I mean?
This
Yeah.
is, even though like I love the jalapeno, I love my I'm so narcissistic. I love all my meats, but like. When
which
I,
one's your favorite?
When I,
love
stumbled
all of my
upon that
children
YouTube
the
video,
same.
the
Yeah,
second
this one
YouTube
is
video I
clearly my
watched them
favorite.
after they said, "Here's a simple way to do it." The easiest recipe, if anyone's watching at home and wants to try it, 3 pounds. You get yourself
A neighbor who did meat and then take it.
Yeah, you go to like.
I have gallons of honey at my house. What's the recipe? Let me,
so
I'll
here
write
you
it down.
Go go to an alcohol retailer anywhere. Get yourself a Carl Rossi bottle. You'll get yourself a fermenter and surprisingly a free gallon of shitty wine.
What flavor of Carlo Rossi? I know they span the.
Oh, it doesn't matter
gambit.
because you're gonna just drink it all.
Can it be a Chardonnay?
It could be a short.
Point is
right,
to
yeah.
get the empty
You
container.
get the empty container because that is exactly a gallon, and you can use. You get yourself. I think it's a 5.5 stopper and a little one-way
Airlock?
valve.
Oh,
Airlock.
yeah.
Pop them in
and
there.
it comes
Balloon,
with all that.
balloon.
That's
and,
cool.
And you do 3 pounds of honey, about just under a gallon of lukewarm water.
Okay.
And you get yourself some brewer's yeast, or you can just do Fleischmann's bread yeast. That's what I use to start with.
One packet.
1 packet. You can do half a packet if you want to conserve a little bit because you don't have to go too crazy once it gets activated. And then that's called a show mead.
If I blow my house up, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you.
It's okay. You'll be able to hear the explosion.
But here's the
he'll be able to hear. He'll know.
that's
He'll
called-
run.
If
that's
you
called
blow
a
your
show
ass out
mead,
on this, I'm
where
going to
it's
change your
just-
contact in my phone to the Yeasty Boy.
Wow, that was a little too good, my friend.
Great.
Wow.
Tyler has some experience
Fermented.
with that.
But if you want to spice it up a little bit more, because
Okay.
my traditional isn't just that honey. You add like 12 ounces of just black tea and a little bit of orange zest.
Okay.
And some you take some raisins, just punch them up just to open up
Wow.
the cartilage.
Joe,
That
raisins.
does sound pretty simple.
We got to get
so
on
the
the
actual
raisins.
meat and potatoes of it is just the honey is what's fermenting in that.
That's it. Yeah,
Wow,
fermented honey.
okay.
And
So-
sometimes if you add fruit.
We actually question real quick about. I have somebody that is a fucking streamline of maple syrup. Can you use maple syrup for
Yep.
this?
It's called not a meth. I'm sorry.
not
Acer-
meth. That's not how you make meth.
Metheglin is spiced mead, but yeah,
Metheglin?
Metheglin is a spiced mead, but acerglin is is maple syrup and honey.
Crystal
Could I
metheglin.
substitute half of the honey with maple syrup?
They go to elementary school.
That's
with
called
her.
an
No, the
acerglin.
mead police
I'll
will
send
come
you a
beat you
recipe,
up.
Ben. Just
So it'd be
you
a pound
remind
and a
me, I'll
half.
send you a recipe.
Oh, man.
Pound and a half of honey, pound and a half of.
So what's going on,
Okay.
Bob?
Sorry, Bob. What were you
So,
saying?
Bob,
no,
yeah,
we actually got
cut them
a
off.
few really good comments. We actually also got a fantastic recipe in the comments.
Oh,
It
please.
says, buy 3 pounds of honey and whatever flavor, and then hand it to Phil and get back mead.
Oh yeah,
That's
right.
what I did to him.
Yeah.
Did you use the raw one?
I did. Yeah,
How'd
I
that
used
go?
it. I used it in a step feed. Unfortunately, I used about 5 pounds of honey in that one, so it kind of gets lost in there. But he gave me this one honey that just crystallizes on contact with air.
Really?
And it's a very raw honey because you don't want to use like shitty that like the little
Clover
teddy-
honey.
Well, you want to use clover honey because that's a neutral. But
Okay, I don't know
You
shit
know
about
the little teddy bear you find at ShopRite.
Yeah, for your
that's
tea.
Fake.
Yeah.
fake.
That's fake honey. It's,
Poopy garbage fake honey.
It's like processed. It has
That's the
usually has
brand.
processed sugar in it, like the corn.
It's not going to ferment like
Excuse
regular
me, where's your
honey.
poopy
Okay.
garbage honey?
Yeah, you don't want to use that because
Aisle
you don't want
6.
anything. You don't want like ites and eights. You don't want like sorbates and like
Nitrates.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nitrates.
yeah.
Because that stuff will either stop the fermentation or once it starts to off gas.
Right.
That's why you want to let it age a little bit. It'll like be weird flavors. Like at home right now, I'm like
As I
testing
age, I
something.
find myself off gassing more and more.
Yeah, me too. So I'm at home right now. I've got something called a killju making. It's a Finnish as in the country wine, where it's just water and sugar usually, and then a little bit of flavoring. I'm making a pina colada one.
Okay.
Where I did pineapple, coconut water, and some sugar.
Wow.
So problem with fermented pineapple. It takes about a year and a half.
See in about 6 months, guys.
So
Coconut
about
one
that,
sounds
right?
good.
fun stuff. Well, you know what? I'm gonna pour.
man.
So I'm gonna pour.
I
some
wanna
of this
taste.
one.
I'm ready.
Yeah,
I'm ready to
I'll
go.
pour this. You finally
you
get
do
finish
that.
your
So
thought.
while you're pouring,
Finish your
let's shoot this one over to Joe because as you can see, we have a completely second setup.
Yeah.
Joe is in his
pass it down.
amazing apron, and what do we got going on here?
So
And obviously,
I like
if you
to shoot
pass
from the
Bob,
hip.
get a big.
So for the traditional Wawa gobbler, I think they just used whatever kind of turkey pieces they could find.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it's
Feet and
breast.
gizzard.
I don't think it's it's pieces.
What
but
we-
I think it's breast and thigh, like whatever.
As you can see, we do have
Yeah.
them
Yes, we do
on. So
have-
if you want to open one up and
Well, I'm not
Bob
saying
and I need to
dissect it
reference. Bob and I need some reference points here. We don't,
Yeah.
you know?
So the plan is I'm gonna cook some of this because I got to go throw it on the Traeger. But we're going with the bougie. Spicy gobbler, aka the hot gobbler, aka the hobbler.
Hot gobbler.
Is it going to come out a lot larger than the traditional gobbler?
Probably.
like every
Look,
other time?
can you
Like
please
everything
look at how
else.
many
Stuff.
pieces of turkey he has on that fucking table right now?
Bro, can I tell you right now that
a lot,
this,
man.
just by scent, I can tell you that this is a fucking home run right now. I can tell you right now.
This is.
Can we drink it yet?
That is
Cheers.
absolute.
Wait, Joe, I'll clink for you and I'll bring
Yeah,
it
you
to
good.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Cheers to Phil's mead making ability.
Yes.
cheers.
Cheers to Full Slice Podcast.
What's this one called? Lateral incisor,
you.
or what was it?
It's spiced sizer.
Is this the one with the apple juice in it?
This is the apple
I
juice.
smell the apple juice. Wow, man, that's great.
Yes.
Dude, I feel like I need to go rake some leaves in a flannel right now.
I think I need
I
to.
want to heat this up.
I need to
almost
try
like a-
this.
like
I need
a
to try
mulled
making
wine
this. That'll be
style.
fun.
How good is that?
That'll be fun.
How good is that?
Yeah, I mean, you got to get some kind of good sense of satisfaction. Like I made this, and now it's also I'm enjoying it.
Do you guys
wanna-
know the
That's
down
gotta be a
it
big deal.
bell curve? Right. So when you drink something you really hate, you drink it fast. Right. And then you drink something that you really love, and you drink it fast because you're being greedy about it. But then it gets so good that you don't want to drink it fast because you want to
wanna
savor it. Yeah.
Yes.
I do. What I do is you can tell if I like something, and people that know me know this. I'll look at it.
Well, no, you sit there.
Good to know.
You sit there. You.
Is that why you never look at me
the
in the face?
aftertaste, all that. Yeah.
What notes you get in
Need
the
eye
apple?
contact.
No, definitely the apple and the honey. That's like the main. That's like the main thing, and that's the thing. Like I love sweet wine. Like this is
Yeah.
like completely in my lane.
Dude,
like,
this is not some bullshit.
And
honey
I
bear.
mean,
Yeah,
you
get
do-
ready to get taken completely off your feet because they're all this good.
Yeah.
You
So
know
what?
what?
That's a good question. What's our alcohol percentage wise
So
on something
for
like
the
this?
size,
Sorry.
Real quick. I got to go toss these in the Traeger. So I got turkey tenderloin, which
Okay.
up
didn't
until
know
a
it
couple days
existed.
ago, I didn't know they made turkey tenderloin.
Neither
Surprise.
did I.
Yeah. So these are turkey tenderloins. I have them seasoned with the garlic and the glory from Spice Beast.
Oh, spicy
fuck.
shout out,
So
boy.
good.
Starting off strong.
Yep. Salt, pepper, and then I do a little bit of Aleppo pepper.
He said doo-doo.
Hey, Aleppo pepper. That is
It's one of my favorites.
that is awesome that you use that.
All the time. Like literally all the time.
I'm proud
Fantastic
of you
in
for having
eggs.
that. I love Aleppo pepper. Good for you. That's
Fantastic
going to be
in
great
eggs.
now. I love that.
Awesome, dude.
So this is going in the Traeger. So we're gonna get a nice smoked garlicky, just great profile.
and what
Okay.
kind of what,
I'll
kind
be
of wood
back.
chips are you using in that Traeger?
So the Traeger I'm using is the Home Depot Pro Blend from Traeger. You cannot buy them apparently anywhere else. It's only Home Depot. So it's a little mix of everything, but it makes it. You'll taste it. It kind of tastes just like fresh wood fire, like you're cooking over fresh wood. So it's not hickory. It's not applewood. It's just a blend. So you get a nice.
Good.
Yeah, it's a little bit of
Props
everything.
on the
yeah.
saltine palate cleanser.
You definitely sound like you know what you're talking about, so I'm looking forward to it.
Hey Joe, on the way back, come find me. I'll get you a little taste tester too.
All right, so what's up next on the gambit here? The mead roll.
Dude's just like, whoopsh. So no, wait. Before we forget, I want to know what's our alcohol content like on something like this.
So for the spice sizer, depending on how much sugar you put in, you can make it as strong or weak as you want. If I want to make like a sparkling mead, I would need it to be in between about 5 to 7.
Sounds like we're all being burned
grill
alive.
outside.
Joe's mic is still on.
Not Joe's
Because
laughing.
your mic and his mic are connected.
We don't have monitors, so we have no idea what's
All of a
happening.
sudden, I started to see you guys laughing. I was like, "Why is 5 to 7% so
know, I
funny?"
thought
All of
the
a
same
sudden,
thing.
I was
This
like,
channel
I'm
is
like,
now
oh, this is
Traeger
something here.
ASMR.
What's so funny about 5?
That's so funny.
So 5 to 7. So the more
5 to
sugar
7.
you put in is the more
Exactly,
prevalent the
because
alcohol.
pretty much what yeast is just they poop out CO2 and alcohol.
The yeast eats the sugar and produces
Exactly.
the alcohol.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so brewer's yeast a lot less gassy. So like for instance, this
Cannot
one I
relate.
didn't use bread yeast, but like on my traditional old school ones, I use bread yeast. It makes it very gassy. You see the bubbles going a lot, but they have different flavor profiles.
Okay.
So like a champagne yeast versus a brewer's yeast versus I don't know, insert yeast here, different strain. They're all, as they say, they're
Different
all a species.
intensities or
Exactly.
whatever.
There's different species of it. It's like everything's a dog, but one's a German Shepherd, one's a poodle, one's a, all
no,
different.
that makes
But every
sense.
cat's a cat.
Yeah. But the fun thing
Every
about
cat's
this,
a
So
baby.
the spice
A baby,
sizer,
right.
I have it at 12% alcohol.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah.
So yeah. So my
12%.
yeah, the strongest one I've ever made was for a good friend of mine for his birthday. I actually made a Viking's blood for him that was 17.5%.
And you measure that? How do you measure the alcohol content? Do you measure the same with that little floaty stick
Hydrometer?
thing?
I used the hydrometer and then I used the math for it. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
the floaty stick thing. That's the
Floaty stick
technical
thing. Yes.
term.
You always get the glass
Tyler
one.
knows it's a floaty stick thing.
Floaty stick thing. Yeah.
When I go to the
stick
hospital,
thing.
I get the beep beep monitor. Yeah.
And it's just as long as you don't get the floaty stick up the anyway.
That's right. So what's up next?
So and one
love
last
it, man.
fun,
Wrecked him,
one
damn
last
near
funny
killed
thing
him.
about these, you said how amazing the honey is and all that. I get the honey
Yeah.
at Costco most of the time.
Really?
Costco Clover honey, one of the best. It's 5 pounds. Some of the cheapest honey, but it is
Isn't it?
natural.
Is it $17.99
Yeah.
for 5 pounds?
$17.99,
Yeah,
and the price
yeah.
went down about 5 months ago.
Really?
I bought 10 pounds.
Good deal.
Good for you.
Save the
So, yeah.
bees.
So, but I do use specialty honey. Like, there's one over here that's like a pound of it was like $30 when I bought it, but it was
So-
3 pounds of it was
Not exactly a lot of cost associated with this
More
hobby.
time invested, really.
on average. If I want to speed up a mead, if I'm making it like an 8% or 9%er, I can do it in 3 weeks, but it won't taste that good.
Yeah.
That sizer's been aging since, let's see, when did I bottle it? I bottled it January 2nd of 23. So
wow.
almost a year
Almost
ago.
a year. Wow.
But yeah, but I started
great,
it.
though.
I started it just literally I started it. What's today? The 8th. So I started it 2 days ago. A year and 2 days ago was when I first put it in the batch.
Unbelievable.
Nice.
Dude, if you ever want to go public and you want a name, I know you like the drunken dragon's horde, but wouldn't peer mediator be a good one? Like just getting your friends drunk, like your peers. Peer mediator.
I like mead
I like
engineer.
that one.
Mead-gineer, yeah.
Phil and I are both mechanical engineers.
Okay.
I'll pass the bottle down for you guys because that
next
way
one.
you can pour it. This one's classically called Viking's blood because it's cherry mead, just because it's red.
Because it's red.
But the best part about it is Vikings didn't have access to cherries when they
blood.
were around.
Irony.
No, they probably had a lot of blood.
So, yeah. So this one's cherry mead. So this is
smells a little darker.
yeah.
like-
This
yeah.
black. I'm gonna say it in Polish with the Polish accent. Black Wiśniak.
Okay.
Which is they're
bless you.
very, very dark cherries. I just love them because they're
Wait,
nice
that's
and
a
sweet.
wine, Wiśniak wine. That's a cherry wine. Okay. Oh,
So
okay.
it's from the black cherries.
I had that before.
Exactly. So that I've made that for that's a 17.5%. But this one I made it a little bit less alcohol percentage. I've learned when you twist that knob, it'll stop doing that stupid thing.
I just wanna look at it.
It took me like 4 tries before I got it right.
Yeah, you really.
That
gotta
one I think
take
was
it.
about 13 to 14%. I don't actually.
I was gonna
remember.
say, I feel like the alcohol is a little bit stronger on this one.
Dude, this is a fucking home run. Why are you not selling this?
because I up to this point I can't legally do it yet.
Because legal.
Let me say this right now.
You help me out. I'll quit my job.
Let me
tomorrow
tell
and
you.
I'll fucking
Let me
do it.
tell
Let's
you.
do it.
When you're ready, when you're ready to sell this, you got some marketing right here. I am down to fucking. I am down like a clown, Charlie Brown. Let's do this.
Isn't a
figure
liquor
it out.
license like $1 million?
Yeah,
That's
very
for,
hard to get. Very
that's
hard.
for bars.
Yeah, that's what
a distro license is a half a
distributor and
mil,
all
yeah.
that stuff is a little bit But let me
Probably
tell
a little
you,
less.
Doesn't
yeah.
it depend on the district?
yeah, my father-in-law has already told me to become a bartender, to sell my meat, to do everything because I make really good cocktails too.
You do.
He does.
Okay.
It's
No,
a
this
little
is
ridiculous.
this is
Sometimes-
probably the best mead I've ever had. The mead up to now that I've had that I think is the best, like I will drive for, is in Jim Thorpe. I don't know if you know that guy.
I know that place. Yeah,
That's good shit. This is better.
I've met him at a show once. I got 2 of his bottles once.
This is better than that.
Like it.
This
Yeah,
is-
legit.
Hey, guess what?
The best
You
ever
live 10
tasted.
minutes away from me now. Oops.
Uh-oh. I could walk there?
Yeah. Hey,
no.
you bring me. Look, I give you an
And
ingredients.
stumble home.
You bring me the ingredients. Give me about a month.
No,
I
I'm
can
not going to
make
bring you
stuff.
the ingredients. I'm going to bring the people to
I
buy
want
this
something
shit.
that tastes like a blue airhead.
Blue Raz. Yeah. Technically,
Blue raspberry.
Why would you waste a meat on that? Just go eat a blue airhead and
raspberry.
drink good
Call
meat.
it-
We call it rapper
raspberry.
shaker.
Because I like blue raspberry. That's why.
rapper Radler.
Yeah.
Dude, that's
Good.
that's
Very good,
that
man.
is
Very
fine.
cool. Never even heard of it till today.
And you
so
know what's
I'm
hilarious
learning.
is like people.
we should have had George try this. I have a buddy who's like Johnson and Wales, like sommelier trained. Like
Hey, whatever's left, you could take a bottle.
no, like I want
I'm
you,
stealing
I
one
want
of
you
them.
guys to like dance. Like I want this.
Oh boy, I'm not technically trained, man. I'll just start being like, yeah. So I use the white table sugar, and he goes, what? Esters, what is?
Well, see, the way I'm coming at this is I've had stuff he's given me and said, here, try this. This is like a X amount of dollar bottle of wine.
Oh.
This is an X amount of dollar cocktail, or like he's just that next level. He would love this.
So good.
This is unbelievable.
This is my new favorite. I made literally 3 gallons of it. I have like 10 bottles left right now.
Well,
Dude,
thank you
I
for
would be.
showing us.
Yeah, thank you for
great.
bringing. Dude, I would be sleeping on a traffic light if I had access to 3 gallons of that.
Let me tell you, when I first made this, and pretty much my friend Jason, for his birthday, we were playing Smash on the TV, and he cracked a bottle for his thing, and we all of a sudden finished 2 big bottles and started a small bottle.
Glad
And
you're
we're like,
clarified TV there.
Yeah. Trust me, I learned.
Especially on the hot gobbler
played some
episode.
Smash and a hot
Smashing
gobbler.
This hot gobbler.
The new Switch Smash? On the Switch?
Yeah, switch.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
So
It's a good one.
Yeah, it's good.
Tyler's good at that.
It's a good one.
I'm medium.
I do Yoshi butt stuff a lot.
Oh, that's
I
great.
stopped playing Super Smash Brothers because we have friends that play in competitive brackets,
Oh no.
It's just not fun.
and I
I'm
tried
not
to get.
competitive. I want to have fun. I don't want to. I just don't.
Oh,
like,
I
it's
do
not,
Kirby
that's
float.
too
Are you
much.
kidding me? Kirby float.
Kirby
baby.
float?
Kirby
Yeah.
float. Kirby float.
Yeah.
Rock.
Oh,
That's me.
I
So-
use Ike, so
Oh, and I'm a Samus guy. I'm a
Ike?
Samus guy.
I
I'm
use
a
Ike, yeah.
OG Samus with the armor.
You make fire. That one?
Yeah.
I love that guy.
PK Fire!
no, that's not Ike. Ike is the blue one with the giant sword.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
You're thinking of Lucas.
Yeah.
Oh, Lucas.
Oh, look.
Lucas is the alternate Ness. Ike is the alternate
Ness!
Roy.
Ness!
Ness,
Ness!
yeah.
Ness!
Ike is
Right now I'm just.
Mike Tyson with a sword.
So let's real quick check in.
Good mead.
Because Joe's got some other stuff going. He's moved over to the stove.
Sizer sounds like Mike Tyson trying to say cider.
Cider.
You guys want some cider?
So
Ja,
we
maar
have-
kijk, I'm just here from Encyclopedia.
we're gonna try 2 different things because I might fuck up a recipe here because we're doing it live. Fuck
it.
I have Ocean Spray whole berry cranberry sauce, which I didn't know they made until a couple days ago. I thought it was always just the jelly.
I can eat both of them right out of the can.
Oh yeah, no,
Yes.
my family always do whole, can, and fresh.
Yeah.
We do 3 for every Thanksgiving.
Yeah. So
Oh, really?
what I have going here
Bob eats
are-
right out of the can.
Oh, I do.
I have fresh cranberries here with our recipe. So fresh cranberry, 2 slices of orange peel, and then sugar. And then you just
You threw the zest in there, bro?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, I
Fuck
like
yeah.
this. Yes.
I just want to let you guys know this will only be the second time I've ever eaten cranberry sauce. I hate the
From,
cranberry.
from
I'm
somebody
not
that
big
made
on it.
meat, I'm not surprised.
I have cranberry honey. I'm like my in-laws buy me honey from.
So what about like
Wilkes-Barre,
cranberry
so-
juice? Do you think it's too bitter? Or?
And I'm not a big
I'm not.
cranberry
I'm not a
juice
big
guy.
cranberry
I
person.
God
either.
Fucking
Love-
damn, I love cranberries.
Love
Can you hold your
cranberries.
breath through that tunnel going to Wilkes-Barre on the PA Turnpike
Like hold it the whole way. You mean?
the whole way?
What is
Yeah, I have done it before. Yeah,
Dude, that's so hard to do. Never mind. All right, side note.
Honestly,
it's the mead. It gets to you.
Shiny red ball moment, boys.
I'm using it's
a big lipped
I'm
alligator
using
moment.
the psychedelic honey from the
I
cliffside
can
that
respect
those guys
what
have to climb.
Cranberry's place has on the table.
Yes.
For Thanksgiving, and I like that it's there, and I'll have like the tiny hint of it in the background for something. But just taking a big chunk out of the jelly, the can shape, the jelly
Give me
shape
that
can, whatever.
sweet,
Can-shaped
dry
jelly.
bitterness.
Dude, I can
not here
eat
for
cranberry
it.
jelly out of the can with a fucking spoon.
Yeah,
My dad
I'm
can.
glad.
and
Oh
I'm
my
just
God.
not.
Glad.
But
Cranberry
So
everything.
here's the funny thing about like me mixology and like cocktails and stuff. I apparently can pare stuff down. Like I make a mean Cosmo, which obviously cranberry.
Okay.
Phil
Yeah.
sometimes makes me cocktails while we're playing D&D, and he'll keep shoveling them to me, and then I'll go to stand up at the end of the 4-hour session and fall over.
And he's a
4 hours
lightweight.
worth of that. Oh God.
Dude, yeah.
I don't
And you
mean-
can't even tell there's alcohol in most of
I
them.
don't
the game.
drink. I drink maybe 10 to 15% of the cocktails I make. I just somehow know flavor pairings when it comes to alcohol. You should see my liquor cabinet. I need a bigger one now.
Dude, you have the most self-control ever, because if I made that shit at my house, I'd be fucking hammered.
In the chat, Kitty Kitty says, make cranberry mead, and I will make a great personal sacrifice and drink it for you.
Wow.
Oh, hey,
Same.
I got cranberry honey. I got cranberry juice. I'll just reverse engineer a sizer into cranberry.
I'll arm wrestle her for it.
But will it help with
I'll
the
give
UTI?
you each a bottle.
I love that.
mean, I'll take a bottle,
I'll
too.
arm wrestle her.
We do this on air.
You hear that, Emily? That's Kitty Kitty, by the way. Kitty Kitty's the one who made these wonderful, wonderful labels, by the way.
Wonderful.
So
Yes.
everybody
Great
in chat,
job.
give
Looks
a high,
great.
clap everything for it. But
And she also said it was traditional art, hand drawn.
Good shit.
there you go. Traditional.
nice.
Very
Thank you for the
talented.
clarification. I am
Yeah.
a stupido.
How the Vikings
That's
would have
Spanish.
Is it? Oh,
No.
Huh.
But
Learned something new.
Stupidoto
So
is in Spanish.
Well, I don't do it.
Gesundheit.
I barely speak the English correctly. Look, my wife has finally explained it to me. I'm bilingual. That means I'm illiterate in 2 languages. Okay.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Brag.
Checks out.
Dude, show off. I'll throw you one deep here. I wonder if anybody can relate to this. I like cranberry. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna say it. I take cranberry sauce and mix a little bit of mayo with it and make a turkey sandwich after Thanksgiving.
No, I get that.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah, that's
I'm
not
not
weird.
weird.
No.
So when I was looking up stuff for this, that was coming up a lot. And then the other one is people who use Dijon.
I work
Yeah, I heard
across the
that too.
street from a Wawa, so I go to Wawa every single day. And I asked them, I said, is it weird for people to get the mayo to accompany the Gobbler? They're like, no, that's super common.
Yes,
Because
and when
the
they do it,
tangy-
we poison them.
The tanginess and the salt and the oiliness of the mayo pairs perfectly with it offsets that super tartness of the cranberry, which I can totally see
I heart
as
mayonnaise,
a sauce.
so I
Imagine
can't
a
do anything
cranberry,
with that.
a
Same.
spicy
I do dry
cranberry
sandwiches.
aioli.
I can't
Hellman's
relate,
only
I'm
though.
sorry.
It's got to be Hellman's
Right?
mayonnaise.
Can
or
you
I'm not
imagine
using
that?
it.
I've tried other mayonnaises.
like the Miracle
Gross.
Whip ones or whatever the hell
Yeah,
it is.
disgusting.
No,
it's
I'll say it
gross.
right
Miracle
now.
Whip
Every
too
other
sweet.
mayo can go
Yeah.
fuck itself.
Agreed.
Hellman's is the shit.
100% agree.
I need a sponsorship from Hellman's.
So there are 2 that you're not gonna appreciate this, but
Don't say
the
Dukes,
new
I'm gonna
Mike's-
throw you
no,
outta
the
here.
new Mike's is really good.
Mike's hard
what?
mayonnaise.
Mike's mayonnaise.
Oh, can I get a hard cam to Bob's face?
Gonna do a shot.
Oh my god.
Yo, there's your reel right there.
New emote for the Twitch chat right there. Bob's fucking pog face just
Awesome. Oh my God.
Sorry. I just fell out. I was just looking like...
That is wretched.
fucking 2 minutes penalty box. Get the fuck out of here, sir.
I'm crying.
Oh god.
No, Mike's is a brand of that makes mayonnaise.
Okay.
Not hard, right?
It's not hard. It's not mead mayonnaise either.
Yo, I can't drive. I had some tuna salad, bro.
Oh, okay. What's that? That's the Mike's there?
It's Mike's amazing real mayonnaise, which is like
Mike's hard
Fishy.
mayonnaise.
Fishy.
Oh, we're just going
there you
down
go on the
Okay.
on the dual
Shit.
cam.
Tyler filed a missile, dude.
Yeah.
There's fucking 6 of us and we're just sharing 2 brain cells.
Can I borrow it for a second? I have to complete a
Real
sentence.
quick. So the sleeper here is going to Russian markets like net cost and getting
Net
Russian
cost.
mayo.
I gotta know. I gotta
And wait,
know.
what is it?
Net
Who-
cost.
What is that? I couldn't
Who
hear.
laughed so hard they farted?
I definitely.
It's Russian
So,
what?
It's Russian mayo.
Oh,
So
Russian
they make
mayo.
a couple different kinds, but I like this so much more than American mayos because they do not have the same like need to keep it on the store shelves ingredients. So this just
Yeah.
tastes
This all natural.
way more
Fresher,
fresh.
kind of. Yeah.
It's got that
I
leave
can
it on
see
the
that.
porch
I can see
vibe.
that.
Exactly.
So we have a few more comments in the chat.
Love mayonnaise.
4M Watch says,
Same.
when all the cranberries pop, you can turn it off and let it rest. And Lena Bina says, is Joe on Uber Eats? Because I need some of that food.
Cool.
Uber Eats.
Bro,
What
have
are you
a case-
adding there now, Joe?
So
his apron
what
does not
I
lie.
just
His apron does not lie.
Joe,
what I
show the
just
apron to
spiked.
the camera.
Says, I feed all you fuckers for
I'll
the people
feed-
listening.
will
That
feed
apron
all-
is so
I'll
Joe
feed all you.
that 2 people bought it for him.
That is true. I have 2 of them.
I was one of them.
Hilarious.
So what I just spiked into that cranberry sauce is the White House Station Cranberry Reaper.
John. Shout out to John. I
Yeah.
should text him that we're firing that up.
if I recall correctly, was the initial inspiration for this
Correct.
whole thing.
Yes,
'Cause
it
you
was
said
actually.
This would
Yep.
be great on a gobbler,
I
and then it just spitballed from there.
I tasted it at like 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, and I was like, well, doing a thing.
This is it. This story is writing itself in front of my eyes.
That's literally how our Spicy Mac episode went, too.
Uh-huh.
We were in the Philly show,
The Jondiments.
and Joe had Jondiments, and he's like,
Oh.
I need to make a Spicy Big Mac
Yo,
right
we
now.
all just looked at each
Oh,
other like a bunch of
yeah.
pit bulls. Like, yo, this is not a fucking joke.
I
Like,
remember,
we got
I
an
wasn't
idea.
there that day. I listened to that episode. I remember
So-
hearing that.
That was a
Basically,
good
what
time.
this means is that the next hot sauce show we go to,
There'll
Joe's
be a
going to
new
have
thing?
more inspiration.
Which
Yeah, I'm interested to see what comes
I'll
out of
make
it.
jalapeno meat, and I'll just start trading hot sauce for jalapeno meat.
We got the date for Boston. I got to give you guys that off air so we can
Yeah.
fire that into
What
the,
kind
I'll
of
be
hot
there next
sauces
week.
you want? I got about 50 bottles in this house.
Speaking of mayonnaise, wasn't there one there that was kind of like that?
thought you were about
From
to say
Jondiments.
no, one of
No, there's
Jerk
another
Hut?
one too.
From
The mayo.
yeah.
Oh,
The aioli from Is It Spicy Co.
Yes.
Yo, the garlic aioli from Is It Spicy? Absolutely.
Yeah,
Spicy.
Bob, the garlic
That
aioli
one,
from
yeah.
Is It Spicy
I heard
Co.
that
One
was
of
What?
good.
The garlic aioli?
One of
I
these.
heard that was good.
One of the awards.
good.
One of the
My
awards
God.
for the Philly Hot Sauce Festival went to Is It Spicy for their spicy ketchup, which we did use in
I
the Big
do
Mac.
love me some spicy ketchup.
Yo, fire.
In Poland, you'll literally see like 3 or 4 different types of like spicy ketchups on the store shelves. It's like
I have one
I
here.
could go
if you
over to
want.
my neighbors and be like, "Yo, man, hey, I think I have something you like."
Do you know? This probably should be off the air. You know, Lawrenceville. There's like the little elementary school.
Yeah.
Super delicatessen. Go there. You'll find pierogies. You'll find like anything you need that's Polish. It's
on the one
phenomenal.
on 206 or
oh god. You know where the big circle is?
Yeah.
No, wait, hold, like
So-
the
Big Circle?
Great show.
big
I'm
circle.
going,
yeah.
Big circle
Great
jerk?
show stuff. What do you
I'm
got,
going
bud?
to spike the second cranberry sauce
Uh-oh.
with the Cape Cod cranberry lime hot
Oh,
Lighthouse Keeper.
Lighthouse Keeper.
Lighthouse
sauce.
Keeper. Yo, so no shit. I still have a bottle open of that in my fridge. I will occasionally pour that on like a turkey wrap that I make. And then before I put it away, take a swig of it. Yep. That's how fucking good that shit is.
Yeah.
Is that the one that you said had a hole in the bottom of the bottle?
No,
All of them are.
Ron's West Side Red.
Oh, yes.
West Side.
I'm
Red.
already done with
Hell's
both bottles I bought from him.
Yeah.
I swear to God, there's a fucking hole in the bottom.
Yo, how cool was it when we?
need some.
Yo, real quick side note. So there's a guy that does all the hot sauce shows. He owns one of the greatest hot sauce companies I've ever tasted. It's called Hell's Kitchen Hot Sauce.
Yeah.
He came to do a little interview with us at the Philly Hot Sauce Festival, and we kind of, dove deep into the man that Ron is.
We know you're here for hot sauce, but what else?
What
do
else
do?
can we learn about you?
Yeah.
Dude is a voiceover actor, and he was Paulie Jr. on the Orange County Choppers PS2 video game. Like, how sick is that? What the fuck?
Greatest
Yo,
deep cut I've ever heard.
but yo,
That is
he can.
amazing.
I don't think you could pick something out of the blue more random than that if you
I
tried.
know.
But he can
I didn't even
sing
know
like
there
a
was video
bird.
game for them.
Dude, right?
Yo, but he could sing like a bird, and he's been in like every Broadway play you could ever think
Very
of.
interesting dude. But like, it's just like,
This guy sounds awesome.
And he's like, yeah, dude, I just love fucking New York. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, he loved New York so
was
much,
just-
he outsung
Phrasing.
Broadway and just created a Hell's Kitchen hot
we
sauce.
got way more than we were bargained for when we asked to know more about him. But real cool guy,
Me
and
and
he makes
Tyler-
even better hot sauce, man.
Tyler and
Real.
I made eye contact, like, yo, this is the coolest fucking interview ever. Like, it was so great.
I
what
didn't
do we got
realize
now?
we had a
So
celebrity.
next on the samplings of the mead here for
I wanna see you pronounce
Dragons Horde.
Drunken Dragon Horse, yeah,
Drunken
sure.
Dragon's
That's
Horde.
perfect.
Okay.
What is that one?
That's the
Dragon
rose.
Sounds like
Horde.
you're starting to
This
get a
is
little
the-
drunken
this is- no,
dragon's
this
horde.
is the
I forgot
rose
the
flavored
name,
meat.
I'm sorry.
Rose meat. Okay,
Rose
so you
meat.
use
So
rose
this-
water?
No. I use rose petal. I use rose petal tea. I steep it, but then it's literally I have a stopwatch on
Guys,
how
it's
long.
real fruit. There's a fruit fly.
Better not be a fruit fly in my bottle.
It was on the outside, I
Oh,
guess.
thank God! I was like,
It's
that
like
means
the worm in
real, man.
tequila.
It means it's real fruit.
I'd eat it.
But this
Yo,
is
smell that.
this is probably the driest meat I make, just because rose and dry goes really well.
Bro,
Really
it
well
smells like
together.
Valentine's Day.
It smells like a flower.
Yeah. If
That's
I
something.
Smells so good.
Oh my God,
if
Phil.
if I steep this for about 5 to 10 minutes too long, it'll smell and taste like perfume. So
Dude, it
it's
tastes like perfume right now.
It's a delicate balance there
Yeah.
of time there with,
yeah.
with steeping it. So
because
that's,
if I don't steep it for long enough, then it'll just be slightly pink and it'll be like, oh, there's something in there.
I see what you're saying about like if there was
so
any
good.
more of that, it would have tasted.
That is
perfumey.
really light. That is really good.
It is very light.
I really like to eat pie with this.
I like light.
Can we?
Fruit pies that are from a
Mead
bakery.
light.
I want to get a couple bottles of this for our families.
This
Thanksgiving, like
This
I know,
might
right?
this might be like one of like 2 or 3 more of these little bottles left. I've been aging that one specifically because rose has this unfortunate thing where it leaves these little like particles in it.
Sure.
No matter what you do. So I've been aging it. I'll take a picture of it later. You can actually see the little black. It looks like little flies almost fell out of suspension because of they like collect to each other and then they get heavy enough and they fall out of suspension.
I was poetic as fuck anyway, so it's all good.
Are we not all but flies collecting and falling out of suspension?
Falling out of suspension. Are we not butt flies? I feel like this is what Edgar Allan Poe drank anyway, so we're all good. Dude, you have a talent, dude.
That's
Thank
cool,
you.
man.
have
Yeah,
a
I've never,
really-
I've
this
never.
is-
This is
tasted
even
something like
better
that.
than the last time I tasted
I
it.
love experiencing like obviously it's new to me, but to experience the like I know there's quality here.
Those cooked really fast. Or
Well,
am I
well,
just like?
it's the
or am I
Traeger.
just,
The
like,
Traeger
not-
is absurd when it comes to
Well, it's twofold. These
not
this is-
educated in
A,
this,
it's,
so.
it's not real turkey. Like it's real turkey, but it's,
It's not
like,
real turkey. What
it's
the
not
fuck?
a full size.
What is it?
He's a turkey snob.
So it's not like 4 to 6 hours worth of you have. To
Joe
cook
just
the
smoked a
inside of
turducken.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, if you want to smoke it, that's hours,
It's not a
right?
1 foot diameter
Well,
fucking
so
ball
this
of meat
is-
that's going in a deep fryer.
So this is still smoked.
Technically, yes.
But it's not like super slow cook smoked.
Sure, gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
So
Because again, it's not like
gonna
I'm
get
like
you in the
I'm not
liquor
like a
store next
foodie
to
or nothing.
Foley's.
It's not like a
I ain't
foodie or
no
nothing as far
foodie.
as like different flavors
shit.
and picking up on notes and this and that. I just know if I like something or not, and that's
Remember, Phil, selling alcohol is only illegal if you get caught.
You know where this would do
he's
good?
got a point.
Phil, I'll tell you something right now. You know where this would kill? If you could get a
Red Fairs?
spot at Peddler's Village.
Ooh, that's true.
Ren fairs.
Ren
Fairs,
yeah.
Doylestown,
yeah.
people on the way to Ren
but
Fairs
also
at
Ren-
Peddler's
Especially with
Village.
this name and this motif, this theme you
If
got.
you look at the thing, there's a dice landed on 16 on there for D&D purposes.
There you go. All the
Why
more.
16? Is there something special?
Lucky
with
number
16?
16 for me. I was born on the 16th. Dad's born on the 16th. 16 is
16
the
to
lucky
what?
number.
Oh, cool.
16th of November.
Okay.
Nice.
That is my
next week.
mom's birthday.
November 16th? I've never met anyone on my
Happy upcoming
to your
birthday.
mom.
We're all next to each other. Because my birthday's 3 days after you.
Yeah, but you're not a 16.
Hey, look at that. Phil's birthday right in there.
I'm
I
better.
got you stored in the car.
19.
Oh, yeah.
It's the grown-up
Oh,
version
good
of 16.
friend.
I'm June 18th. Update that shit.
So what?
I do. I had all my friends. It's important to me.
Dude,
Really?
Birthdays are important. What's
So
yours?
nice of
I
him.
feel
March
proud. I mean,
6th.
I went to. So the reason why I know any of these people is just because of him. We went to Rutgers together.
Right.
We were randomly sitting. I was sitting in an Elements of Electrical Engineering class, the worst class possible at Rutgers for us. He comes up and the first thing he says to friend sitting next to me, he gets talking to son and he goes, "Hey, I'm Bronson. You want to buy my band CD?" It's the first thing he ever said to me.
Yep.
Classic.
I was absolutely shameless when I was in
Yep.
college with that
I
shit.
bought the CD.
Want to buy my Mouse Rat CD?
Yeah. Bought the CD, listened to it. I was like, that's pretty half
That's
decent.
not the worst thing I've
It's-
ever
yeah,
heard.
It's like, my ears aren't bleeding. And lo and behold, 3-4 years after he
High bar.
graduated, it's like, hey, I remember you said you like D&D. I was like, yeah. And I met Joe and everybody else.
Wait,
Nice.
yesterday on
Nice.
XM,
That's good. I like that.
on Jim and Sam, D.L. Hughley was on. His birthday's March 6th.
Nice.
You know that or no?
You listen to
I did
Sirius
not.
XM?
I do. I listen to Jim and Sam every morning.
You pay for the streaming version, or
I steal it.
That's what you got to do.
how do you
Just fuck
steal
satellite
Sirius
radio.
XM? I know you can.
Steal
I know you
someone's
can.
car.
It may or may not be from a doctor.
Okay, so
fucking
you're
office.
logging.
Doctor's office.
I was gonna say you must be logging because I know that there's a
I was
way where
gonna
you
say
can
Dr.
buy
fucking
a like
Omics.
you can like keep reactivating the
Temporary?
temporary one on someone's car if you know how to get
So-
that app activated.
Fun
So
fact.
steal a car.
But I don't have a in my car.
Fun
so I have
fact
to
with
stream
that,
it.
I had like a free 3-month trial when
Yeah,
I bought my car.
they're giving that out now. 3-4 months. I've been thinking
No,
about
they're doing
trying
6
it.
now because people ain't buying.
Spotify exists.
They called me and they're like, "Hey, we would love for you to renew your subscription." Blah 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 blah. And I literally
you
told the
over that.
person, and I'm like, I would, but I work in real radio, so why would I ever support that?
Mike fucking drop.
Where's the fire extinguisher?
And the person on the other end is like, "You know what? Fair enough.
And you
I'll
know
take
what?
you off our list."
Person
And they
on the
have
phone
not called me since.
just instantly burst into flames.
All the food is done because Bob just smoked it all.
I've just been doing a really hard look at the way that I listen to music like that lately because what I have a hard time with, talking about ADHD before, is picking something and being able to pick anything. Having that decision paralysis is a real freaking
that's-
struggle
that's
when it
fair.
comes
Well,
to,
that's-
yeah.
I have the world's library at my fingertips and I'm going to sit there and decide what I want to listen to while I'm driving home from work for 12 minutes.
It's always
I can't do
Beartooth for
that.
me.
I sit in
I
silence.
can't do it sometimes.
Yeah, but
I
you're
like
next
having
level, though,
somebody
too.
else. I like having somebody else pick for me
Yeah,
sometimes.
but Tyler will
Yeah,
be like,
so-
"Hey, man, let's play some video games. You want me to throw on my chill hop records?" I'm like, "Fuck."
Yeah, I do
For the
have
people
those.
at home,
Tyler
I've
has.
been using like 8 different spoons.
He keeps
Nobody
taste
cares
testing.
if you're food safe,
He
dude.
keeps
You're
taste
good.
testing and he's making sure
You're
everyone
good.
knows.
We care.
So in other words, all I'm saying is that like I like the idea of just throwing on a radio station without commercials that will just pick the songs for me
Yeah.
and set the mood.
My Spotify playlist is literally called "Stuff I Like,"
Yeah,
and
it's gotta be just a
if I
mix.
hear a song, I'll
You
hit
hit the like button, yeah.
I'll add it to the playlist, and I have it set so Spotify gives me like
Yeah.
stuff
I have-
that's similar.
I
Yeah,
have
how
my
about that-
liked
that-
songs and then my favorite songs. The
Yeah.
ones that I listen to over and over again until I'm sick of them and then remove them from that
How about that
playlist.
shuffle enhance button? That's pretty sweet. I like that.
I hate
That's what I
that.
do.
I like
Let me
it.
let me tell you why I hate that.
Move out of the
I was about to say, you gotta be careful there, bud.
If I put on
Let me tell you
shuffle
about it.
enhance and it decides that I like a song that I don't like, it will put that at the end or mixed into every single one of my
I thought
playlists.
there's a
It
do not
will.
play option for songs.
There is, but like I'm often driving while
Yeah, that's
listening
the
to it,
thing.
and I don't
Yeah,
want to
there's no
stop and be
thumbs
like,
down
"Oh
on
yeah,
the
let me exit
CarPlay.
car mode and
Yeah.
get into I never play this song again, you fucking asshole."
Car
And
mode, by the way.
it's
Why
not
is car
even.
mode there? Don't you not know that I'm using Apple CarPlay in the middle of doing this? Do you need car mode
Not
on both
everybody's
things?
got Apple CarPlay.
No, but I'm just saying the phone knows that
Yeah,
I'm
the phone
using
knows
CarPlay.
it's plugged in.
The
But
phone
does
knows.
Spotify
Elon
now.
Musk has entered the
should.
chat.
No, I don't use the embedded Spotify app in
his
my
name
Tesla.
3 times.
Really?
I actually find it harder to
guys,
control the embedded
I heard you
Spotify
guys
app
talking
than I
about
do the one on my phone.
Okay.
Yep.
I have a
Spotify
I have a channel on.
We're now worth negative $19 billion.
Ah, crap.
I have a channel on Pandora that I have been honing, and I say honing because I will thumbs up certain songs by certain bands, but I won't remove the whole band. I have been honing this channel since 2016, and it's all straight
that's like my
deathcore,
Pandora.
straight death metal,
do Pandora.
and it's called Baby Chainsaw. If anybody finds it, you're welcome to
I'm gonna
use
see
it.
if I can find it.
See if you can. I don't know if it's public or not. You might not be able to find it. If it isn't, let me know. It's on Pandora.
Oh, then you're fucked.
Yeah, no, it's Baby Chainsaw. Oh, dude, it's like Wings of Plague. Like
The literal only reason I use Spotify is because I got a promo that is free forever through my wireless. Like
Wow,
Verizon.
good for you.
dude,
Only
you
reason
hopped
I'm
on
using-
that.
Yeah.
Good for you.
The only reason I'm using Spotify is because I'm very impressed with its algorithm. It's very good at deciding what
I'm
I
the
like.
exact opposite.
It's very good at figuring out
If it
what
wasn't
I like.
free, I wouldn't use
Tyler's
it.
like, hey,
I can't
this.
stand-
Bronson's like, fuck you.
I tried to use Apple Music, and
Oh,
if you
no.
don't know what specific song or album you're looking for, you're never gonna you're not gonna find.
Well, that's
You
like
know what I
YouTube
can't
music.
stand now?
Spotify's great at if you just got a mood, go find
Yeah.
it. It's good at that.
I will
and
agree with
suggesting
that.
it.
But you know what I hate? Not specific to any of the streaming companies. Google took Google Music away from us. And now
did.
there's
It
no
did.
way to just listen to like what you have saved in a good format anymore.
Dude, there was a
We were
band-
talking about that
paid
on a
for?
previous stream. What?
So there are things that you can to use like your own library. I forget what they are off the top of my head, but there's one that I was using, and it basically you start a server at your house and you put all your music there,
Plex?
and then
I mean, you can do Plex, yeah.
Plex has music, but it's really shitty. Just don't.
Joe's a pirate.
Yeah, no,
Dude.
You have not lived until you go watch AEW and Joe.
dude,
Flo.
I
We
have my
would
own-
never.
I have my own intros. I will show you after the show.
Do you really? That you
intros are
have
amazing
on-
them.
Look, the first time I watched one of his pay-per-views, I'm like, what the fuck is the
He
Oh, wait,
just calls me and he goes, "What the fuck?"
Oh, you share your Plex.
Just
No,
with
he
a couple.
doesn't.
No,
he
I
doesn't share anything.
The only
Stop talking.
The only thing I share is wrestling stuff with
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
Everyone else doesn't have. It's just me because
too
everything
poor.
I have is too big. Because I get the Blu-ray. You rip the Blu-ray.
Yes.
It's like 137 gigabytes.
Yep.
It's huge.
It's huge.
So
And
to stream that,
to stream that
my
is
computer
hard
cries
too.
trying to transcode it.
Yeah.
Unless I get like a real server, but.
No.
Can I just say right now, it smells fucking great.
It
Sorry.
does smell
Can I
so
say
good.
that
Yeah,
right now?
it's coming along.
Thanks. I remember deodorant today.
Yo, I got a funny joke. You guys want to hear it?
Yes.
Oh,
So,
no.
Of
all
course.
right,
Grab
this
the last
guy's
turkeys.
teaching.
Is
This,
no an
this
option?
8th grade. You don't want to hear it?
I'm just kidding.
All right. Well, I dare you not to laugh.
How do I mute Tyler?
Why did you even ask then?
Bob said yes. I heard Bob.
Everybody said yes.
I literally had the last sip of Rotomel, and it just went, okay, we're going into your lungs today.
It's simple. It's
Wait,
simple.
did we try Rotomel yet?
Capillaries.
What?
Did we try the Rotomel yet?
Not yet.
Oh, that was the rose one.
I got some
Yes,
more
right.
So
Virginia Slims. It's okay.
it sounded like Ed Bighead's wife.
Oh, Rocco.
So this sex ed teacher comes in the class and goes, "All right, guys, we're gonna learn about condoms today." And he's holding a banana.
Oh,
And
no.
the kids go, "What the fuck is the banana for?" He goes, "Well, I can't get a hard on with an empty stomach."
Thanks.
That's actually pretty good. I think that's pretty funny.
You've had better.
I've had
You've had better ones.
It's one of those, like, I didn't know where that left turn was coming. Oh, we're going up.
I'm learning
Was
this
anybody
guy.
here actually
It
in that
might be
class with a
Brody's
banana?
disease.
Did anybody actually have a class with a banana and everything?
I was
like that?
after
I
class.
had a banana class.
So did I. Cucumbers.
We had a plastic tube.
Oh.
Yeah. It was a straight up and it wasn't like rounded. It was just a straight up cylinder. It was weird.
Here's how you put it on, guys.
He's passing around another one. What do we got?
This is going to be very strange, but I'm fairly certain.
Wait a minute. Bob's having a moment. What did you say?
Got him.
You had the plastic tube. It's like, here's how you put it on, guys.
I missed the initial joke. Oh, that's exactly what I was thinking. I get a slow clap. Whoa. Oh, Bob, I can't hear it, but can you please do a rim shot? Oh.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ooh, MVP of the stream.
Dude, Tyler can do the.
That's the first thing I thought with the rubber tube was just like.
I can't even follow that up now. I'm abandoning what I was going to say.
No, don't. Wait, just let it breathe.
Real quick, we do have
I
a
need
comment.
like 30 seconds before I can talk again.
We have a comment from Paired Pints saying, tell Phil he should make a mead pairing page.
Yo,
you go.
paired pints.
Hey.
Hit that dude
For,
up.
like dark chocolate and things like that.
No,
yeah.
he will be
Yeah.
able to pick a
Definitely
recipe
reach
for
out
each
to
one
Paired
of these.
Pints.
Really?
Phil,
Okay.
paired pints, dude. He's the shit.
So speaking of pear, what do we got here next from?
Let me just get a, because I need to get that out of my lungs. That was Jesus Christ! It's like quality. Fucking like.
I need to.
The next time we play D&D on Discord, I'm just gonna get one of those and just hold the mic open and do it when you're in the middle of a super serious moment.
It's such a silly sound.
Oh my god!
so
Tyler
so
knows
loud.
that's a
How
fucking
does it
trigger
come out of your
sound.
mouth?
The goblin crests the hill, and you hear the war cry. Ew. Ew.
He reaches the top of the mountain. Oh shit! He
And as your father lies dying in your arms, his last words hit it.
son.
No, it's just a little one.
That's what it sounds like when Rob Halford farts from Iron Maiden.
Sorry.
All right.
I'm surprised the same noise doesn't come out
we
the
got
other
a
end.
Special fall mead here, 13.5% alcohol. This
So
one.
this guy
real
is
quick, because we're
Sorry.
getting to the next stage.
All right.
Who is doing sandwich? Who is doing bowl?
My root canal's all
Sandwich.
healed up, bro. I'm
good?
doing the
Sandwich.
Oh, you're doing
Right over
sandwich.
here.
Sandwich.
Oh,
I'm
you're
slamming.
Let's do the
Slamming
right way.
Sammies?
The right way.
Hit me with the
So we got
slammy.
fall mead now.
So this
The
fall
slam
mead,
witch.
Yeah.
pretty much when this is the special honey I found
Uh-oh, I
at,
can't
up
see
in
the
slam
Wilkes-Barre.
piece.
I believe the company was Murphy's Bees or something like that. Something I don't know. I taste tested it.
Fucking
and
Irish
I
bees?
actually fell in love
What does
with
it taste like, potatoes?
For this one, give it a swirl because this is like at least 2.5 years old. So you need
what is
to.
this?
We want to oxygenate it.
Yeah, you need to
Yeah.
you need to pretty much bring it back to
You know
life.
how you can do that? I saw a little trick. You could do a straw,
breathe into
and
its
you could
nose.
just blow in the straw very
get
lightly.
aerated.
I've seen people do that with the little frother thing.
Yes.
Phil, this
I was-
smells
and,
so
and that, I
fucking
guess,
good.
And what's
This
the purpose
is-
of that?
Right now, this is the best smelling one so
This
far.
is the richest mead I've ever made just by age. This is like
Oh
2.5
God.
years old.
Not by
Someone,
gold weight.
any viewers, you could just go get a bottle of honey, pop the cap, and then sniff it, and that's what this smells
And
exactly.
that's why I fell in
Yeah.
love with that gentleman's mead.
Can I rename this?
honey.
You know what?
Dragon semen. Sorry.
Fly off the shelves.
Sorry.
He's
It'll fly
trying.
off the shelves.
You tried.
I tried really hard not to laugh. because
Oh
I
my
had a
god, it
mouthful.
tastes even better than it smells. How, you fucking wizard?
Oh my god, it smells.
Listen, I wonder, like, you know how
so
people will drink tea with honey when they're like sick to like
I do it all the
soothe
time.
their throat, or even just like in the evening to relax, whatever. I wonder if some of this would help if you're actually like not
Yeah,
feeling that
you know,
well.
methically.
your
No,
throat
the
is sore.
alcohol would
Dude,
probably
when bees
Yeah.
pray, you're the god.
That's the thing, though. The honey's
take
still
that as
there,
the
isn't
I
highest
it?
want to stop
compliment.
smelling this.
Isn't the honey still there though? Like,
wanna
Well,
look
this
at
is-
it.
So this is the fun part. Years ago, the Viking times.
Yes.
1,000
What they would do is not just mead, but if you add cinnamon, you add allspice, you add
Yeah,
clove.
oh, yeah.
That's called a metheglin. You make those dry, and that was the first, not maybe the first, but that was one of the first medications.
Clove in
Oh,
this,
because
clove in
you-
this
that
would
makes
be
so
a
much
bang
sense.
bang, bro.
So this one doesn't have any spices, but for instance, the sizer, the recipe for that, some honey, something. I did tea, raisins, orange zest. I also baked apples for about 30, 45 minutes, put them in for a couple days, and then I did a cinnamon stick near the end. That's why some of these have different flavors. This one, it's the workhorse is the honey here. I barely did anything else. It's just that's why the honey was like $40-ish for
Phil,
3 pounds.
this is phenomenal.
if you ran for president, and you're like, you want to vote for me for president? No, dude. Here, try this.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
Come
you
on,
got the
Jack.
vote.
Drink my mead.
Come on, Jack.
Gross.
I'm gonna turn into a Roomba.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. So here's
Very-
the funniest.
very great,
here's the
man.
funniest part. Do you guys know what imposter syndrome is? Kind of about that.
I have it every
Do
day.
I know what
Dude,
imposter
I get
syndrome
it.
is?
Every time I get followers on Instagram, I get imposter syndrome. I'm like, why are
So-
these people
To
following
can
me?
you elaborate? Because I'm not sure.
So pretty much, if you walk, you get like a compliment. Like you guys are complimenting my mead. I'm at home. I'm drinking like the Viking's blood, the cherry mead. I'm just like, oh, this is some good stuff. Yeah. All of a sudden, I'm getting like, dude, this is like the best thing I've ever tasted. I'm just sitting here. I was like,
No.
it's just what I do, and it's just so like you
Almost like you think you don't deserve a
exactly.
compliment?
That's it. Yeah, exactly.
Another example of
I
that,
get
right?
it all the time.
So I sit at work, right? I work with a bunch of other engineers, electrical, mechanical, people who have insane credentials, right? The only reason I feel like I've gotten to my job is because I'm really good at bullying vendors and calling them out on their bullshit when I think that we're being stolen
Oh
from.
boy. That's they're punching. They deserve to be punching bags. Some of those people.
Sometimes, yes, sometimes. But like some of the guys I work with have worked on like nuclear submarines. Some of the guys have been contract mechanical engineers for major like hospital build outs and like 10 meg data center build outs. And I'm like, I worked in a data center once and I have a mechanical engineering degree.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But like I'm not as qualified as they are. Granted, trying to give myself a little modicum of respect here, I'm also like 15 to 20 years younger than all of them except for one, right? But like the feeling of like, I haven't earned this. Why am I even here? That's imposter syndrome.
That's
Got
imposter
it.
syndrome,
Okay,
yeah.
thank you. So
I'll get a DM that says, I've had these cast iron skillets sitting around my house for 30 years. They were my great-grandmother's. I've never felt the inspiration to restore them since I found your page. And I'm like, the Atlanta Braves are playing tonight. Like, I have no idea how to respond. Like, I have no fucking idea.
The Hippogram pressure test is a
Did
good
you,
test.
like, I'm like, that's pretty good. I'll be like, did you know chameleons can look in two different directions? I have no idea how to respond.
I hate you.
yes,
What did you just look up?
played the sound.
He played the
How did you find it? What did you search?
YouTube.
Grown tube?
How did you?
Oh, that's what it's actually
It's
called.
called a grown tube.
Do it again. Everybody be quiet.
I'm connecting to
Oh my God!
He's
don't-
connecting
are you
his
making
phone
a
right now,
soundbite?
so we
to the
can-
board.
Everybody shut up. Do it.
That's a
Viewers?
great idea.
Giving it a half a second here to.
Okay, kids.
While Bob is
so-
doing this, Joe is
This
over
tube
at
is
the
penis.
island.
Wait, we will
buttering
see how,
the bread
how
that's going to go
accurate
on the
that
sandwich.
actually
No,
was.
But we can't hear it.
We can't hear it.
No, he's connecting it to the board.
Yeah, we don't have headphones.
Oh, my.
True. Wow,
I hear it through.
that was spot on.
One more time for me.
So there you go.
It's pretty much the same.
That's terrifying.
That's so
Why
funny.
are you not? You're a human. You're like
If you
Michael
put like a
Winslow.
robot modulation on your voice, you would sound exactly like
Yeah,
that.
Yo,
I just
he
need a
should
little
be
bit of,
doing
a
voiceover.
little bit of chorus or
He's like
something.
he's like a baby Michael Winslow.
All right, I'm going to put him on the spot right now, guys. Johnny Carson.
No,
Johnny
Why
Carson.
do you do that to me?
Do a commercial with Johnny
I
Carson
see
for
this.
the mead.
Maybe this is my imposter syndrome, isn't it?
No, yes, it is.
That's
Tyler.
gotta be
All right,
it.
Tyler, ready? Guys, everybody
No,
right
it's
here.
not that great.
Johnny Carson telling us about the mead. Just do it.
Do it or no gobbler.
Let's see here. We got a welcome back to the program here. Drunken Dragon Sword is coming up a little bit later
Christ.
on. We're gonna try some of that with Joni Rivers a little bit later on. We're gonna see if she wants to have some of that with us.
Yo,
And,
the throat.
right,
Dude, that's spot on.
I don't know.
Can we get a round of applause for Tyler?
Seriously, wow. Give me a grown tube one more time. My personal soundboard. I love it.
He goes from Johnny Carson to 80s play toy.
I should do a Carcinio with that or something like that. Or you used to do like the thing where what was that Carcinio the magnificent?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. What's the
I'm
Carcinio?
having the vapors.
What is the sound of an exploding sheep?
Yeah,
Right?
dude.
That's what this boom ba is. Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
That's what Carcinio. He would get the answer, and then he would open up an envelope, and it would be what the
alien said.
question was to it, or what the prompt was.
That's
to
a
it. As if he
spot
was
on.
like,
I challenge
That is
anybody
really
to
good.
find a Johnny
That was-
Carson that's that good. That is unbelievably good.
Okay, can we get the camera back on Joe? What are you doing right now?
yeah, look at that. He's got the bread.
What are we crushing?
I know what he's doing.
Joe's giving garlic facials
garlic?
over there.
Yeah, so I had an idea. Like, what could be better than a gobbler, right? Well, obviously, it's a garlic bread gobbler, right?
Yes.
Oh my
Garlic
fucking
makes
God.
almost everything better.
He told me this right,
God, I love
like
garlic.
before.
Is that the?
It's just
That's
it was
the
a
secret
surprise.
ingredient?
He said that he's like, Phil, I have a dumb idea, and I was like, hit me. Garlic
Every
bread?
time Joe tells me he has a dumb idea, it's the best thing I've ever heard.
It's seriously.
It doesn't make it not dumb.
And usually I'll get like a message from Joe to be like, so. And
That's
I
Joe's
just
imposter
immediately
syndrome.
go,
The so just does. It's
Oh,
you're
no.
done.
Yeah.
Dude, I always get it. I always, like, when I see Joe, he goes, hey, I have a really cool idea. And then, like, 2 weeks later, I'll get a text from Bob. So, they want to do this on this day.
You in?
Are you cool with doing that? Like, all right, dude, I'll be ready 6 o'clock. And Bob shows up like the fucking Hogwarts Express. I walk through the wall.
Like the harbinger of
and
dumb
we
ideas.
go, man. It's fucking great. Thank you for putting this together, Joe. I really appreciate it.
All
Like,
good.
like you're really putting it into
When
it.
we got the gobbler.
Yeah. I just didn't want to spill it because
I can't stop fucking smelling this.
Dude, yeah, right?
That's what you want to come over
so
here and
good.
have some stuff? Because
It's got
I'm
this...
getting the garlic lofting over here, and
Yeah.
it's just
So the
Here,
best
smell
meat,
this
though, it's
instead.
got this crazy amount of like freshness, honey freshness to it. That's
it's
just so
It's
appealing.
also because honey is savory. So
Yeah,
you
get kind
pair
of both.
This guy. I've never tried. This is the first time I'm drinking it without having a little taste tester because I have a little syringe that I pull from. And I just squirted in my mouth, literally.
hey,
With a
That's
syringe.
Just a-
Squirting in your mouth with the hot Gobbler episode.
Hey, for this mead, literally I just do a mouthful. I've only had like 4 or 5 mouthfuls of this mead since 2020. So
Wow.
so this is the first proper taste testing. You guys are
I don't even know you, and I'm proud of you.
As if you don't deserve
All right,
it.
so
Does that make sense?
I've watched some of your shit, man. I'm just saying, I'm pretty proud of you too.
Really?
listen. I just want to say
Imposter
this.
syndrome.
I just want to say this, right? I've known the people in this room for various lengths. Joe and I have been friends for over 15 years. Phil and I have been friends for over 10 years. Bob and I have been friends for over 5 years, and I just met you guys a year or two ago.
How you doing?
You guys are all phenomenal people, and I'm very happy I know all of you.
Wow, thank you.
Aw, thank you.
bring in
Thank
the
you very much.
Friendsgiving.
All right, we're going around the room here.
All right, now who's taking their pants off first?
Boner adjustment.
So
Hang on, guys. I got to move this around.
Thump.
Table flips over.
I call it my kickstand.
Joe, what are you getting in over there?
it's slightly off camera.
Oh, so he hit the soundboard. See,
And then when you have sex, it's like... Oh, no, that's 2 minutes in the bathroom. Self-entertainment.
What is happening?
I don't know anymore.
Like a goblin jerking off.
I'm turning a children's toy to a very bad thing.
Oh my god.
Stop! How quick can we get a Twitch ban? Woo.
I've actually seen like sim racing
goblin
coaches tape those grown tubes to the steering wheel. And they literally
That's
said they're
hilarious.
like, you have to be, smooth with your car and sim racing, all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
So they'll tape it so you want to hear no instead of the
That's
funny.
So much sense.
train
so they'll
that-
actually use
yeah.
it to train for sim racing.
Oh, I got something to say.
Driving right now, I need to hear how smooth that is or
Also,
not.
ultimate solution to road rage. Tape one of those fuckers to your steering wheel. You'll
not
never be
getting
angry in the
mad.
car
No.
again.
You'll never be sad again.
Oh, that guy cut me off. Yeah. All right.
I got to say this, Bob. You're a big iRacing guy.
I am.
Right? So let's have this
yeah.
quick conversation. This fuck here goes, I have the Xbox S, and it's a piece of shit. I want to get the Xbox X. So do you want to buy the Xbox S from me? And I say, all right, yeah. So I buy it from him.
You don't play much, whatever.
I don't play that much, but so it was worth it for me to try it out. I look online. I said, what kind of game would I like to get? I buy the World of Outlaws sprint car game. Okay. Made by the people that make iRacing, right? So I get into it. I buy the game. I spend the $30. I get in it, and they're like, "You like sprint cars, huh? You like midgets? You like fucking." Modifieds,
Midgets
big
is
block modifieds.
Midgets is the type of race
You
car.
like
learned this about a couple
410s.
hours
You like 410 sprints.
Clip that.
You like 305s. I'm like, yeah, I love all of that. I bought the full package. Dude, I love playing fucking World of Outlaws Xbox. Dude, it's made by iRacing. It's so
Yeah, it is.
any little tiny 5% change I make
Those
to the
cars
stagger, I totally get the iRacing thing now.
Super light on that game. The handling on that is like they're freaking made out of paper. Those
Yeah.
Dude,
cars.
and
Oh,
I
yeah.
have
Man.
to say, what
Hard.
setup do you have for? Do you have the wheel for?
Oh yeah,
iRacing?
so I've got the wheel, pedals, all that kind
like
of
you
stuff.
have the full console setup. Like
Don't have the cockpit, but I have a Thrustmaster. Yeah, Joe has the whole setup.
you do iRacing too, Joe?
Yeah.
I have
I'm bad at
Not
it.
me.
the steering wheel, the pedals, but I have load cell pedals.
Okay.
So my brake pedal and all that is actually weighted, so it has
Really?
like weighted springs.
See, I'm
So you
not
can
there
brake
yet.
harder, but not like lock up the tires.
And the steering wheels do force feedback too, right?
Yes.
When you
Yeah.
hit a wall, it'll turn the other
I
way.
am.
And stuff
I'm in
or
the
whatever.
process of researching and maybe Definitely not. No, buying a direct drive wheel.
Oh,
Way.
Which
Yeah.
is
That's the
actually,
next
like,
step.
Gear
the other
to
ones are
gear,
belt
full
driven?
powered. Everything else is kind of belt driven, which
Just like
is-
record players, they're
is
good, but they're not as
but
good as direct drive.
Direct drive is like you can feel every little
That-
bump, twitch,
That
slide,
scales all the
everything.
way up to industrial HVAC equipment. You want to avoid using belts whenever you can because they slip.
Yes.
Because they
that is
don't
exactly
last.
why belt-driven wheels are
All
like your
new
intro
HVAC units.
Consumer
Do you know how
grade
many
wheel.
times I've had to send out my guys for a quick repair just because something slipped?
Yep.
Dude, one time, but
direct drive's the way to go.
Basically,
Oh my god, that smells amazing.
basically
Yeah,
where I'm
smells
going
really
with
good.
this is I completely understand that underground world of iRacing where if I change my stagger 5%, I can feel how it throws the rear into when I'm racing Eldora, you know, on the fucking bite. Like I am so I'm pumped on it right now.
Him and I did a bunch
love
of
it.
wreck
It's
fest. Yeah.
so
Whenever
much
my
fun.
wife gets staggered a little bit, she also throws her rear into me.
With a little
That rim
5%.
shot, I might not
And
hear
you
it, but
and
I
you
know
give
it's
her the
there.
5%.
Oh no, it's all 100%.
We were really.
Dude, I can do it too.
That was good. I'm
fucking
proud of you.
It's the mead lubing
the
up,
mead.
lubing up the pipes.
Very good.
That was also very good.
All right.
We played a lot of wreck fest.
We get it from our parents, I
like
guess.
It's a gene.
Yeah.
Yo, Wreckfest
You
is
like
the
wreck
shit.
fest?
Get
Love
the grown
Wreckfest.
tube gene.
I loved the
there's some
six,
groaning
or the,
on that
the
too, let me tell
predecessor.
you.
Growing up as a kid, flat out.
Flat out.
We
Yo.
need to make another flat
You know
out.
Flat Out too?
That's what
No,
Wreckfest is.
no, you know what is
You mean
trail
burnout?
out? No,
Burnout.
no,
No,
not
no.
burnout.
Flat
I know
out
burnout.
is so you know BeamNG, right?
Yeah.
Physics,
Oh, I
all that
love
kind of
Flat
stuff.
Out.
Yeah, the thing we did the multiplayer thing for.
Flat Out is like the early version of that. The people who made Flat Out actually made Wreckfest.
Wreck racing, yeah, Bugbear Entertainment,
It's-
and the other folks
My
involved in it,
favorite
yeah.
were the mini games where you could crash and try to launch your
Yeah,
driver
you launch your guy
as far
like,
as you can go.
for bowling.
Flat Out is a
You use
series
the
of
body
action
to knock
demolition
over the
derby racing
pins.
video games created by Finnish
have you heard of
independent video
Trail
game
Out?
developer Bugbear Entertainment.
Bugbear. Yo,
Bugbear
they make
Entertainment.
Wreckfest. So the newest version of Flat Out is Wreckfest because of Bugbear.
But I will say it's a lot more different now. The physics are more realistic. Your guy doesn't fly out of the windshield. You don't have turbo, things like that. But listen, there is a new game. There is a game made by a very small company called coders. They're called Good Boys, I think. They made Trail Out.
Oh, why
bunch
they
of
bring
golden retrievers.
their
They made a game
kink
called
into the
Trail Out
fucking-
with Unreal Engine, and it is.
Oh my god, that fucking stuff in Kyle. Jesus Christ. Sorry, I just opened the lid to just.
Yeah.
Do you want me to go into how I made that real quick? Or
Yeah,
no?
because I'm getting ready to sandwich these things.
Oh, just want to finish my thought real quick.
Yeah.
These people were fans of Flat Out and saw they weren't making anymore and made their own Flat Out. It's all the same shit. You fly out the car, you got turbo, you got the mini games. It's coming to consoles the end of this year, and I'm looking forward to it. End of story.
Can I just say real quick, Phil,
How intoxicated are you?
pretty. I'm very lightweight when it comes to drinking.
Me too.
And Phil is
even forgot
notoriously
some
the one
words.
that always gets me sneak drunk.
Sneak drunk.
Sneak drink.
All of a sudden I'm drunk.
Snunk.
Yeah.
That's what's going on right now.
I don't
I
drink
didn't
much
eat.
anymore. And
All these are 12% or minimum, so except for the Rotomel, 11%.
But I only had like 3 shots of them. I didn't
but you
eat because
gotta
I came
remember-
here and I was like, I really want to savor that
That's like a
fucking
good
goblin.
You
glass
got to
and a half,
remember,
though.
I've seen you get drunk off the neck of a cider.
Correct.
Bro, we gotta house these fucking gobblers so that we don't get DUIs, dude. So
It's the benefit of living 9 minutes away.
the stuffing, let me get into that real
Yeah,
quick.
get-
So the
get
way I
into
made the stuffing, so
I want to get into that stuff.
I took a little bit of red wine, a little bit of rosé,
Jesus Christ.
a little rosé, a little sugar, a little bit of maple syrup,
A little bit of Monica.
and I
this already.
reconstituted some raisins. What? Hang on, what happened?
You were saying, I was just like a little bit of Monica.
Yeah.
yeah, right.
So I
Stuffing
took
number 5.
Little
stuffing number.
little bit of Reeves on me.
So I took
number 5.
I took some red wine, a little bit of butter, a little bit of maple syrup, and I reconstituted some raisins and pecans. I softened some pecans. Pecans, whatever.
I say pecans because I feel fancy.
Yeah.
And then I strained it off. I cooked up a pound of sausage, Italian sausage.
Nice. I got one of those.
I took the sausage off and then took the
kielbasa.
grease that the sausage cooked in and then sauteed the raisins and pecans in the grease of the sausage. In one of, I will actually, you know what?
Just toss that onto the table. That'll be the communal mash.
We got mash.
Communal.
I will say,
I'm communal smash.
I think that's a good band
Public
name.
mash.
communal smash.
Communal mash.
That's a great band
Communal
name.
mash. I think it's a good band
It was
name.
the mash.
And,
The communal mash.
So
I have 2 cranberry sauces. One is homemade with Carolina
what?
Reaper. And then the other one is the Ocean Spray whatever with the Lighthouse, which is habanero.
I want to try
I'll
both.
do the Reaper one.
Yeah, I want to try both.
Can we do?
Both.
Do you have like the ramekins for like a little bit of both on each plate?
Yeah, I'll do,
Why don't you let
I'll do
us
dabs.
put it on and tell us what each one is?
Yeah,
That
we'll
works.
do it live.
But also, please finish your stuffing because you're.
yeah.
I'm like
crushing
intoxicated
it.
by your stuffing.
Yeah,
Smell
so
it.
the grease from the sausage, I sauteed the raisins and the pecans in it. Then added the bread with all the herbs and spice, the thyme, the sage, blah blah blah. And then I drizzled a little bit of fresh maple syrup on it, covered it in foil, and I just let it just steep.
I've never heard of putting maple syrup on stuffing. I'm just like,
Just
I don't. I can't even. I can smell too many things coming, and I just want. That's
what she said.
right now.
I'm going to a Friendsgiving on the 18th, and I need a good stuffing recipe. I made one last year, but it was a little too
I'll text
plain.
it to you.
Please.
Yeah, dude,
Thank
it's
you.
so easy. It took me 15 minutes.
Hell yeah.
Well, I'm hoping.
So, but the other
if this all turns out good, I want to put all the recipe in. I guess it'll be in the YouTube video in the comments.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
and
we
on
could
your,
also
on your
uh,
Instagrams and Facebooks and all those stuff.
we could
to
also
make it-
throw it up on our website, tabletoptrio.com.
There you go.
I could make
hell
a
yeah.
recipe.
To
I
make
should
it-
make a recipes page.
To make it more special
I'll
for
put my
the
meat
night,
recipes on there for you.
I did make it in one of my rarest, hardest to find pieces of cast iron. A Wagner 11, which is like a rare size.
Like the
I'm probably
Grow
not going to do
company.
that.
10s and 12s are easy to find. 11s are like the in between, like the 11s and the 13s. They're kind of hard to find.
Can I make it in the cast iron thing you gave me?
Yes, I can. Yes, you can. Yes, you absolutely can. Just get it in the ridges. Just, scoop it out of the ridges.
Now, if we have time for this question, because why are 11s and 13s? Is it just because it's just a weird size?
Well,
or?
first off, 13s back in the day, people were super superstitious. So a 13 was very.
That makes sense.
Dude,
Gonna burn my house down.
I'll tell you this: a 12,
Oh, it's 13.
a Griswold 12
scrunch
is $125 piece.
Okay.
A Griswold 14 is about a $300-400 piece.
A Griswold road trip
13
is Christmas vacation.
in between the
$37,000.
in between the 12 and 14. Griswold 13 is $3,000 skill.
Jesus Christ.
All day long.
Jeez.
Because there's just nobody want that makes
There
sense.
was no practicality to
yeah,
it.
it wasn't practical.
And people liked even numbers back in the day. So you have your 8s, your 10s, your 12s, your 14s. The in-between sizes, people didn't really dig it. Like they were super, like people did not have fucking Facebook back then. People did not have the internet back then. So like the in-between sizes, the odd numbers just threw people off. And they didn't go for it. I'm telling you, they didn't.
Sorry, I got really distracted by Joe
Yeah, he-
opening the gobbler.
the Wawa gobblers.
That just looks
Joe's
like
opening
a,
the fuck you, bro.
yeah.
So sad compared to what Joe's been
I
making.
know. It's
Because
so-
right now that just looks like a tube of brown. Like
it's a soggy
that
tube
has
of
lost
brown.
all
Look at it.
It is
definition.
so wet.
I want to eat it still.
Is
though.
there cranberry sauce in there? Or there's supposed to be.
That's a good question.
There was stuffing at
Gobbler
one point.
strikes me as a sandwich you need to eat
Wait, so we have
immediately.
engineers
yeah.
here. Is that the control of the experiment?
Yes,
Yes,
because
correct.
like I said, Bob and I have never had a gobbler, so we need some point of reference here if we're gonna.
Wait, so you have to bite the one Joe made.
I
and
want to
said, "Is it
say,
good?"
as bad as it looks,
It's
that
probably
gobbler
delicious.
will still be delicious.
It'll
I believe you.
it looks like a dehydrated dog's turd right now.
Well, that's how a lot of Wawa's bread looks.
Exactly.
Dude, you
But
need
I
a
promise
bath
you,
after eating that.
Hey, well, dude, okay. I
It's
had
a
to
shorty
stop
in the
eating those
backyard
things
in the
on the
dirt.
way to work when I worked the night shift.
Oh, your fucking hands covered in.
I would get there and look like I had just jumped in a vat of gravy.
Yeah, I literally have thanks to COVID, I have a hand sanitizer always in my car. I keep
Yeah.
a roll of paper
No,
towels.
that was
because
past
that-
hand sanitizer. You needed a bath in some cases after eating a gobbler.
I would eat in the Wawa parking lot just to go back inside and wash my hands too.
Finishing a meal and going.
It's like
I need a bath.
That's exactly the experience
rough, man.
you're
I've been-
about to have.
You had a
I've
rough
been
day.
touching these, and I keep washing my hands.
look at his fingers. They're glazed.
Dude,
How
what's the
fuck do you have
last-
glazed fingers from just cutting a
Here's a
sandwich?
question. What's the last food you made where you needed a bath because of the food? I'll go first. Baklava.
Oh, that's a
A
good.
bath.
Really?
Now,
Oh, yeah.
So
Dude, I
a
had
bath-
honey dripping down my arms. I had
What
fucking
is-
pistachios sticking in places all over them.
What is
How
bossa nova?
disgusting do we want to be?
Baklava is like
Kebab.
puffed pastry with like honey, and like
Typical
nuts.
Greek fare.
Yeah, it's like
It's-
a Greek dessert.
Oh, I know
If
what
someone,
you're talking
if you get a good baklava,
it's
you will
fucking
literally
ball.
destroy it and then pass out on the couch and not know what zip code you wake up. in.
Yeah,
think
dude.
think like crispy pastry,
Yeah.
like flat sheets of crispy pastry, honey in between, and then like ground cashews on top.
It just-
Cashews, pistachios, walnuts,
Yeah.
pecans.
okay.
It's
everything.
a great dessert,
Dude,
glorious.
you
Okay.
need the day. You need to make sure you have it on a Saturday
Baklava-
because Sunday you're not fucking
having
working.
a nap. You need a
Baklava
nap.
is to Greek culture what tiramisu is to Italian culture.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
what do they call that? A cartif or whatever. What's the drink?
Aperitif.
Aperitif.
Yeah, but it's like
Oh.
the food version of it.
learned a
Like
new
it's
word
the
today.
last thing you have.
Yep.
In
It's
the,
a palate cleanser. It's
yes.
literally everything.
It's the crown. It's,
you get yourself a little sniffer of like a good
encore.
alcohol on the side. You're like you just said. You're not doing anything on
Wait,
the side.
Chat,
hold
why
on
don't
one
you guys
second.
tell us what your favorite dessert is?
Oh,
Let's watch Joe as he dresses
Oh yeah,
Look at that
these
shiatch.
sandwiches.
Jesus.
You said Reaper.
Reaper.
I want the
I
lighthouse keeper.
I don't know.
If you don't
Tyler
mind,
wants Lighthouse Keeper, please.
if you don't mind
got
for
it.
me, you could put them both on the side. I'll still try them, but I'm not a cranberry.
I want to
guy, so
try
I wanna-
both, but I want lighthouse keeper on the sandwich because I already know I like that.
Wasn't that the original inspiration too?
Yeah.
No.
But it's not the spicy. It's the lesser
no,
of
the,
the spicy.
Oh, the other one was.
John's.
John's.
Oh, John.
White House
yeah, that-
Station.
yeah, John. Yeah.
Shout out to
Lighthouse
John.
keeper and White House Station were so close in my brain that I kept wanting to say the wrong one.
Yo, can I say this right now? Can you guys see if you agree with me? John is like the
No.
Mr. Rogers of the hot sauce world. He's like,
Yeah, I agree with
oh,
that.
won't you be my neighbor?
Strongly
Beautiful
agree
day
with
in the
that.
hot sauce
Every
community.
hot sauce show we're at, where John is at the hot sauce show, whoever's next to him, he's like, you're my best fucking friend, dude.
Strongly agree with that.
Can you come
John's
to the
super
next
nice
show?
guy.
I love
Okay.
you. He's the nicest fucking guy.
In Philly.
Here we go.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Oh, shit.
Which
Well,
one
don't
was
you
it?
want to do the Wawa sandwiches
Kyle?
first?
Yeah, I'm just gonna pass these out. Though.
Fair enough.
Kyle,
Holy
Tyler.
This is me, first one.
Don't eat it yet.
Then that
You
one
need to
is-
eat the control first so you can appreciate this.
Bronson, and then you wanted off on the
Joe.
side.
Oh my god.
So
I will do White House.
White House.
So I'm just gonna let everybody know, just from the visual here up close, what everyone is saying about my meads. Joe's cooking is
Yeah,
3
dude.
times better than my
Smells
mead
great.
making.
Oh, look at that, dude. Look how good this fucking. Oh, the lighting's perfect. Oh. Look at that.
Dude,
That
yeah.
looks like a professional.
That's a good shot.
Right?
And then
Hell yeah.
Phil
Look at that fucking
wanted
picture.
side. So
Yeah, definitely throw that up on the Instagram.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was gonna let you know, Joe. Garlic bread, good call. Good
Yeah,
call.
good call on the garlic bread.
Oh.
Garlic makes everything happy.
Hold on, I'm having one of those commercial moments where the cranberry sauce just drips slowly off the side.
Nice.
It literally just did that on my sandwich, and I'm just like,
You don't
I'm
want
having a commercial moment.
I'm just gonna tell you right now, we don't want to talk about what food commercials do to their food to make them look good, because
Yeah,
we
no.
want to eat the sandwiches.
it's a lot
first.
of glue.
Yeah.
ice cream is mashed potatoes.
You mean they don't put a lot of thought into it, like their like their songs? Whopper, Whopper,
And
Whopper,
oil.
Whopper, Whopper, Whopper. Wow, write that down before we forget.
So
What do you mean Cast Iron Kyle can't be invited as a collaborator yet? Instagram?
What does that mean?
I don't know. I've never seen that before.
What you got? What you got there?
There was an
Joe?
invite collaborators button that didn't work.
Hang on, go back.
What's that one?
Look
This
at
is
that.
Oh, that's yours. That's the showcase
Help
one
Daddy
for the camera
Instagram
there.
help.
So
We
everyone
can just
see.
get a round of applause for
How'd
Joe.
you get that to work?
Joe,
Joe, I gotta say, I haven't even tried it yet. Just the visuals alone.
here's one.
Wait, pull it up again. Wah, wah, wah.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I still love to eat it. Do I get like?
Or the SpongeBob stink sound.
How do you know how to make that noise perfectly?
The foghorn sound.
Because I mean, I've got this.
We can't hear it.
It's great.
We assume
I
it's
assume
great.
it's
Windows
great.
XP error.
Amazing.
Incredible.
Wait, you have the Windows XP error noise?
Yeah.
I love that.
All right.
That's,
Wonderful.
That's you.
Yep. Okay. So here we go. I'm gonna pass these around.
I know what it tastes like. I don't need the
All right,
control.
This is the
but
Wawa
I just
original
want the control
gobbler.
because I'm hungry.
We're getting the original
I'm fat.
gobbler handed out right now,
I'm
which
taking
is
this one because
important.
it's the graviest.
They're all the graviest.
I don't even want to put this on the same plate.
Here, I'll take something.
I'll take my phone
take
off the
this
thing so
guy.
you have a
I'll
chair
have to
sit.
grab one.
All right, so I'm gonna
oh
take
my
a bite.
God.
I'm gonna
If
take
you
a bite
sit
of my
in that
control.
chair, you'll be
Red
on,
as a
on
sponge.
camera.
We're gonna need a
Here, I'll move
paper
over now.
towel.
I'm gonna take a bite of the control right now. Everybody ready to take a control bite with me?
Hey, cheers.
Do we want to
guys.
stagger it, or do we just want to listen to mouth sounds and make a great
Let's-
podcast?
Don't mouth sound directly into the microphone.
I want to see because I have the imposter syndrome. So I
I'm
wanna
already
see.
eating, so I'm.
You're good.
You're
You're good.
Yes.
You and you specifically because
Yes.
you've never had them.
Yes.
So I want to see your reaction first.
To the original
For
gobbler.
the table,
Yeah, I'll
just
grab
because
them.
everyone's touching a Wawa
Yeah,
gobbler
thank
right
you,
now.
thank you.
Smart, very smart.
So, all right, I'm gonna go into the original gobbler.
Yeah,
the
go ahead
Wawa
and
gobbler
give it a
first, right?
give it a bite. This
Dude,
is
the Reaper.
Tyler's
crushing
first ever Wawa gobbler.
Yeah.
Looking at it, got turkey on top. It looks like stuffing in the
kind
middle, and put it in your mouth. Cranberry sauce on the bottom of the. Right there. Okay, and gravy all along the top. it looks like.
the gravy's
your
kind of
fingers.
everywhere.
And
Yeah.
my finger.
Kind of everywhere. You're swimming in gravy at this
Johnny
point.
Carson eating a gobbler.
Bucket list check.
Fell right in my lap, by the way.
As a Wawa sandwich should.
I need a fork for this mash. I want to try it so bad.
You use your fingers.
Just use your hands.
Oh, my phone was there. I had it on my phone.
That's an insult in the hood. Fucking mashed potato phone.
What?
Mashed potatoes, gravy, and cranberry
Very
sauce.
I got
Remember that
beans,
commercial?
tomatoes.
Yo, when can I try Joe's gobbler?
Beans,
Well,
potatoes,
I want
potatoes.
Bob to try the regular.
Yeah.
As soon as we're done housing,
So
the
I'm
bullshit
gonna
gobblers.
try the regular.
Yeah, go for it, Bob. Go for it, Bob.
Yeah, I want to see your OG.
Yeah, it tastes just like you think it would.
I'm
it's
so fat,
soggy
I'm just
bread.
destroying
and
it.
it's
Tyler and
turkey
Bob
with
should trade
gravy,
flavor notes.
And you got all the flavors in one bite. It's exactly what I
Yeah,
expected.
it's pretty much the sandwich I make for the next 3 days after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Good call.
It is an acceptable
Very economical.
aftertaste of Thanksgiving.
Yes. And I'm
And
okay
I can
with
get it on the go in like October if I wanted it.
Yeah.
Correct.
All right. Are we
all right
ready
with
for
it.
the masterpiece?
Let me
I'm
just
gonna
dry this handle.
unclip this for that.
You got some food on it. I think.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Everybody, cheers to Joe's cooking.
I
Joe,
put mashed potatoes
seriously.
on it.
Phil's mead,
Kyle
great.
stuffing.
Kyle stuffing, great friends, great hot sauce, and both of our podcasts.
We're fucking living, boys.
Cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers, gentlemen.
I cannot wait to try this. And just hearing the crunch.
Uh-oh. Is that?
Just
Yeah.
that crunch that everyone took.
Wow.
Sounded so good on
Oh my
like
god.
the headset.
Joe. Traeger should sponsor you. Fuck.
Okay.
All right,
Hey,
let's
relax. I'm working on it.
Joe, which cranberry sauce is which here?
The one that looks lighter
Oh my god. Wow.
is the OG.
OG?
The one we made.
Okay, so I just dipped it in the ocean spray one.
There's no fucking comparison.
Dude, what
at
the
all.
fuck?
Oh, that extra little kick from the thing. I'm not a cranberry sauce guy, and this is
That's
amazing.
the thing. I'm not a big cranberry sauce person either, but having it there in the background is perfect.
Oh,
Well,
and
it's not the star of
the
the show.
slow, mild spiciness behind it. Oh my god.
So the thought process is fresh cranberry sauce, since it's just cranberry, sugar, water, and then the orange peel. Citrusy, smooth, very sweet.
The orange zest
but-
is a good call.
But you get the tart. You get that tart follow through.
Yeah,
This is the
yeah.
recipe my wife made last Thanksgiving, where everyone said, "Oh, you don't even need to make cranberry. We don't do cranberry." Ate the whole fucking thing. There was none left.
Shout
Really?
out Elena. Shout out Elena right now.
So that's
so
that's all her.
good.
Also,
And that was the
your
idea.
stuffing.
Yeah, I was just gonna say stuffing is a good touch too. It's
Phenomenal.
So
I'm just gonna come over every week. Now.
The,
This is fucking Joe, keep cooking.
I wanted to spike it with a Reaper, which gives you, which I had to use considerably more than I thought I was gonna have to. I had to use like half the bottle.
I saw you pouring, and I'm just like, is he trying
Every
to
time
fuck
I
Who took the Reaper?
What?
Who took the Reaper?
Me, you,
I
Bob,
did. I
and,
technically have both.
and Phil has a
because I
little
wanted
bit
to try both.
The Reaper's got some heat to it.
Just a little bit.
I
but
gotta
it's
try
on the
some of the
tail end.
Reaper. The Lighthouse Keeper's very mild spice, but strongly cranberry.
This
It's
is so good. And by the way, you will be able to check out. Joe said he's going to create a page up on the website.
What
tabletoptrio.com. Click on the recipe section.
What
We'll
setting
have
did you hit
everything.
the Traeger with for the tenderloins on the turkey there? That's pretty good.
350 or 375.
I think you said 350.
Like what, 10, 12 minutes? What'd you do?
No, it was about 20 minutes.
Really? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Fuck you.
God damn it, Loch Ness Monster. Take your basketball kid and get the hell out of here.
So my girlfriend is watching, and she just texted me. I literally hate all of you right now.
Sorry, Ange.
This is
Ange.
I'm not sorry. First, also,
Friendsgiving tabletop trio style.
side note, turkey tenderloin, didn't know it existed until literally a couple hours ago. You ruined it, Joe. I don't even know.
Yo,
if my
shout out
mom's-
to Ange for being one of the bros at Saucetoberfest. She hopped in. Dude, she hopped in and was like, I'll hold the camera. I agree with what you're saying. Like, she was in it, dude. She was, dude, that was awesome.
For the tent.
Yeah, dude, she filled the sandbags for the tent. I'm sitting there setting up cast iron. Like, what is this girl doing with Bob? And they're like, we're filling up sandbags.
We're literally sitting, like, I'm sitting there like crisscross applesauce in the middle of the tent, just dumping and
Right.
scooping sand into bags.
And she's like, let me help you. Like, it was so, dude, thank
I'm
you
like,
to
all right.
Ange for making Saucetoberfest a hit. That was a fun time. We had a good time. That was
was
an
a fun
awesome
time.
event.
That
Dude,
was so much
interviewing the guy from Lone Eagle, like, he was an interesting character.
yeah,
He was
Bob,
such a cool
Bob
dude.
was really cool.
Loved
Yeah.
doing that podcast vibe.
Yeah, he's
he
like-
loved it.
He was just like John, where
Yes.
As soon
John
as
was
he
like,
got
I
behind
don't
the
want to
mic.
talk. I don't have a lot to say. It's not a big deal. And then like 15 minutes later, one of their I guess one of the other co-owners was like, dude, we gotta do a thing. He's like,
No.
shit, all right.
15 minutes later, we've been recording for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, and he's interrupting us
Yeah,
to say
right.
things. So like you could tell, like he lit up. He's like, "Oh wait, this is fun."
dude, they sent us home with a bunch of brews. It was a good time. They were really good hosts.
Yeah.
That was a fun time. I really enjoyed that. I did not sell one piece of cast iron, and I still had a good time.
That's true.
That's when you know you're having a good time.
Oh,
you
dude.
lose track of time. You forgot what you're supposed to be doing. You're like 3 brews in. Oh, God.
Well, it was kind of like one of those things where it's like, it's kind of like a vendor thing. Like, if you want to set up the podcast, we're down for that. But you should bring some cast iron to set up because we want to kind of bring a cast iron guy on. I was like,
That makes
well,
sense.
you're not going to bring my competition, so I'm going to put a table up.
Yeah.
Fair is fair.
Fair is fair.
Oh my god, that was so good.
The stuffing
You're
was so good.
muted.
Eh.
There you go.
The stuffing
Thank you.
with everything else just somehow magically blends. Mm-hmm. Oh, like there is.
Yeah, like you have to really pay attention to taste it. Like it works well. It's just mixed in there very
The
well.
sweets, the stuffing has a sweet.
The stuffing is sweet. The Reaper is a little spicy. Nothing overpowers one or the other, which is what I was actually worried about.
Right.
And then the gravy, it's just there for like gravy.
Right.
So I just put salt, pepper, garlic powder. I put a little bit more of the Aleppo pepper just to get a little bit of a spice.
And you can totally taste the Aleppo pepper.
yeah, it's there. Well, it's all over the turkey.
All over the
I'm drunk. I'm full. I'm so happy right now.
It's only a Wednesday.
No, I haven't launched the table into the ceiling. It can't be hard.
It's a Wednesday.
Dude, you know what vibe I have right now? I literally have a vibe like I'm playing video games with my boys, and my mom was just like, "Hey, I made dinner." Like Joe was mommy making dinner, and we were
That's what I
vibing.
aspire
Thanks,
We were vibing with the boys right
See, the
now.
problem is I picture that, and my mom's giving me like bigos, so I'm a little different because of the Polish thing. But I get what you.
When Joe and I were kids, I had to make
She's
sure.
lambasting you in Polish.
When Joe and I were kids, I had to make sure
Skurwysyny.
I did not eat before I got to Joe's house because I'd get to Joe's house and Joe's mom would just shove plates of food at me,
Yeah,
and it was always amazing.
typical Italian where it's like we have extra food, and they're like, "No, I just ate." And she's like, "But it's here." We're like, "Yeah, but I'm full."
I showed up
I'll
one
just give you-
time.
we were eating.
I showed up one time and I had already had family dinner. I was like, I'm so stuffed I can't eat another bite. And she got real close to me. She took the plate and she's like a foot shorter than me, shoved it into my chest and was like, "Take the food." And I was like, "Okay, ma'am."
Wasn't that what was that? Ray Romano that said that you have to be like a step ahead of an Italian mother if you're hungry. You have to say, "I'd like a little bit more." If you're not hungry, you have to like murder her. Right.
I remember that.
It's so good.
I had a root canal yesterday. I'm
Damn.
in a lot of pain right now.
Well, stop that.
I have to say, The mead is helping that.
Well, would
But
you
I
like
will
some-
say, if there is a meal to fucking risk it all, it is right in front of me,
Yeah,
boys.
actually, speaking of,
There's one
there's
left,
one
and I
more.
wanted to wait until Joe was properly seated and fed because this is a very
God, you're a
special
man of
one.
great decorum. I love this guy.
Told you.
Not only is he a rugby forward,
Tabletop Trio, the official for those watching at home, because a couple of you guys were watching when I made this live. This is what we made live, except
wait,
now
that
it's
was
called-
that episode?
That was that episode. This is the last bottle I own.
and
for
what
it, so-
what is it?
It is my traditional mead. It's
Poison,
the-
you're going to hate it.
Exactly. It's the mead
Poison.
I
Better let me
would.
drink it.
It's
The
the
poison.
mead
The
I would
poison for
make
Cusco.
If someone
Cusco's
asked
poison.
me,
The poison for
hey,
Cusco.
can you
Cusco's
just
poison.
normal honey and things like that? So
No, wait. He's got
little
a point.
orange zest, little raisin, 3 pounds of honey.
I'm going to lead you down the path
So-
that rocks.
This is the first time it was open in so long. I can see that I could use to get a little
you
off
said
gas.
Orange peel. Same. You said orange peel and raisin in this one?
Orange zest and raisins. Remember? Do you remember the? Do you remember the bag of pea
Bro,
water?
I don't remember what I fucking ate for breakfast today. No.
Another wonderful scent. Thank you. That's a good soundbite. There we go.
Another wonderful,
now-
wonderful scent.
So now I have a different problem. I ate my gobbler, and I no longer want to touch that one.
That's why I ate the Wawa one so fast.
That's why I ate the Wawa one first.
Dude, the creator became the redheaded stepchild.
You know what the problem was? I knew it was gonna be like good, like from all the ingredients, it had to be good.
Yeah.
I didn't know it would be that good.
Yeah.
The Wawa Gobbler is the blueprint.
Yeah, it's a
Joe's
solid 5 out of
creation
10.
is the production model.
Yes.
Hey, put it up here. If you have the cap, who has the cap? There's the cap.
All right, ready for this? Again?
Oh, this smells different than last time.
Yes.
It's aged some.
Oh yeah, it's almost a year old now.
To good friends,
Triple T mead there.
Joe and Kyle's cooking. Phil's
Thank you
mead.
for Tyler for coming through.
Thank you for
Send
hanging
a
out with
clink
us,
to
chat.
yours.
Cheers.
We deeply
Thanks,
appreciate
everyone.
you
Yes, to
watching
you,
these
chat.
episodes.
As well.
Please make sure you
Hello.
go check out Full Slice Podcast and Cast Iron Kyle on all of the media sources.
All the socials, the Instagrams.
You don't have to. It's
Wherever
cool.
fine podcasts.
You don't
You
have
can.
to.
I love all of you
Wherever
guys.
fine podcasts.
Dude,
are
this
sold.
is nice and carbonated.
Sparkling.
Yeah,
Have I accidentally carbonated a mead?
You might have.
Correct.
Sparkling.
That's hilarious. I did not intend to do that.
You
Nolan.
did. It is. You can see
It's
the
quite
the
sparkling.
bubbles.
Do you want to
That's
know what the
hilarious.
hilarious part is?
I've wanted
we
to
were-
carbonate a mead for so long.
We were talking.
and you did it by accident.
I did it by accident.
Surprise!
No, I don't think you understand. This has been sitting in my basement for a year, which means it could have been a bottle bomb. It could have exploded in my basement.
No,
all this
didn't you
time.
say you already had to blow it off once? Sorry. On 5.
So we were talking before
About
all you
carbonating,
guys get
yeah.
here. We were talking about carbonating
Hold on,
meats.
Bob's got to catch up.
Oh, I got him.
You got-
I got him good.
We'll be right back.
So we were talking before all you guys got
Oh, yeah,
here.
the soda stream.
About meat, and I was like, "Have you like?" Because we were talking about carbonation.
Yeah.
And I was like, "I have a soda stream. If I just like fill up
you
a
just-
little, can I hit it? Because I know." With the soda stream, if you add anything before you carbonate it, it fucking explodes.
Yeah.
So like when you add like your lemon or your lime or your whatever, you have to do the water first, then put the syrup in.
Right.
So I was like, I wonder if it would work with these because I've tried to like recarbonate soda before, didn't go.
Doesn't
well.
work.
It just
Dr.
explodes.
Frankenstein's your mead, bro.
Yeah, I know, right? You're
fucking
welcome.
awesome.
I made your mead.
Oh, it's like silly putty. You
Strangely
made it by
weird.
accident.
Does it have another name when you carbonate the mead?
Technically, no. A hydromel is the closest thing I would say, but a hydromel is just a low ABV mead. It doesn't have to be carbonated.
What about a mubbly?
Hydromelon.
It's a what is it again? Say it one more time.
Mubbly.
It's a mubbly.
great.
Mead
Gubbly
pain.
mubbly.
Skull ring.
or meebly.
You know what? I'm coining it now. We're just calling it a fill.
Oh, a great googly moogly.
I accept these
is really
terms,
good.
gentlemen.
That is really good. That is, you were correct. That is way more smooth than it was.
I have to
Surrounded by-
say, my slowest drink of your mead choices, and I'm just looking at it.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, I didn't finish my glass because I wanted to have some more of this and then some more of me. We're surrounded by very talented people, guys.
So we have our family is very deep in the Smokies. So we could take a nice little moonshine jar. What? Frank and
Oh yeah, okay.
our grandfather's from the Smokies.
Shows how much I pay attention.
And they could take a jar of moonshine, give it a little shaky shake, look at those bubbles, and say, I know what that alcohol content is. So I look at this and I see those bubbles are just chilling around the edge like that. You know that's good shit.
Oh boy.
You know that's that good.
So
you know
good.
that's good shit. I just said that like a rapper. I'm
You did.
sorry.
You
know that's good shit. It's not that cough syrup. But.
Hit that head.
Yo, can I just say right now, there's mashed potatoes chilling in the center of this table right now. Awesome mashed potatoes.
Oh, hold up. I forgot to get mashed potatoes.
Yeah, where did my fork go?
Right
Yeah,
here.
can I get a
Right here.
fork?
No, they're all mine.
I put it on my sandwich, bro. I slammed it
So
down.
that was so I didn't know if you were doing the bowl, and I looked up what the Gobbler
Traeger.
bowl is, and it's mashed potatoes.
I didn't
with
know
everything
how
else on
this was
top.
going to be.
Yeah, so I made this just in
still
case
get
you were gonna get a bowl plus sides. So I was like, mash can't go.
Can I get some
It's the
taters?
simplest ingredients, dude.
Next time I'm on your
I'm just getting
podcast,
some
there's a
normal mashed
chance I'm going to
potatoes right
have
now. It's
2
amazing.
gold teeth.
Yeah.
Yo,
You're talking like a rapper. 2
Yo.
minutes later,
No,
gold
you
teeth.
need cast iron teeth.
no, dude. So they
You'd be like
told
Joe
me,
Pesci in Home Alone.
yeah, dude. Hiya, pal. Dude, I'm going to have 2 gold teeth. There's a hot sauce made by Poor Devil Pepper Company. It's called it's a mustard based hot sauce and it's called Gold Tooth. I'm like, I'm gonna save it for when I get this done. I'll be like, this is good hot sauce.
One of your teeth has a little cast iron, just a little
Yeah,
hand
right.
right there engraved in it.
I know.
So the potatoes are
Delicious.
just salt, pepper, garlic powder, and sour cream and butter.
Sour cream and butter is a good move. I do that too. Yeah,
That's what my mom does too.
I've done
Yep,
cottage
same.
cheese with mashed potatoes. Unbelievably
Really?
good.
So I've done.
Yeah, you get like this little like you got to mash it though. Good, you can't leave the.
I can
Yeah,
see
get
that
the
being
chunkiness,
really good.
yeah.
I've done.
Yeah, it's great.
I've done creme fraiche.
Okay,
Ooh,
I saw that
also-
episode
I
of
did
South
not
Park.
Yeah,
Also good.
I don't know what that is. I only know it
Still
from
the
South Park.
so
I didn't
great
know there was an
episode,
episode.
man.
Me being a European, I knew what it was. All of a sudden,
It's the one where Randy's not getting any ass.
Yo, happy birthday, Gordon Ramsay.
So he gets really into cooking, and then he finally sleeps with his wife, and then doesn't give a shit about cooking anymore. But the whole time he's like, "Where's the creme fraiche? I need the creme fraiche." He's in like a cooking
Doesn't
show,
he make
like,
that
like
cooking
Gordon
show?
Ramsay. Yeah, Hell's Kitchen.
hey, so now that we've taste tested all these, there's big glasses here. If anybody wants a sniffer of something, taller.
Phil,
have
if I
to work
drink
tomorrow.
anymore,
We have.
I'm calling
Buzzy,
it work
I'm
tomorrow.
off of these stuff.
I have
just
to
these
tell
samples,
you,
man.
You're threatening me with a good time?
I think you're a very talented dude. I like
you,
it.
sir.
I am
Yeah.
I've tried a lot of different wines. A lot of people. Oh, you tried it.
lest we forget, talented neighbor.
Yeah, neighbor.
We learned he lives in.
And I have not had things with the diverse flavor notes of each of the. You hear, oh, it's honey wine, and you think each of those things are going to remotely taste like honey. But every single bottle there had a different, unique flavor profile. Mm-hmm. And I really think that you are underselling yourself.
Thank you, sir.
I think you could be doing a lot more with that.
Agreed.
Yeah, these were not 5 of the same bottles.
And
Like,
once you're ready to
they were
market
very
that, I'd
different.
love
Yeah.
to help you with that.
They were all good for different reasons.
Yeah, the rose one was like, I think the rose one was my favorite, and the apple one was my favorite. Like, they're
Apple was my favorite, just as I suspected, though, because apples.
I like the
for
honey
me.
one the best.
Makes sense.
Oh, that one was really good too.
honey one. Yeah,
I like the honey one. Yeah.
The special. Oh, there it is. Look at that.
There you go. You got Bob Barker microphone.
I was gonna get a longer one.
Spay and neuter your cats.
I might 3D print one.
Spayed or neutered, help control the pet population.
How do you have a what? Jesus.
See that?
What?
You just
Price
spit
is
that out.
wrong,
Oh,
bitch.
Yeah, that's a good one. Oh, R.I.P. Just died this year, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Go.
Tyler and
I forgot about that.
The
part.
price
broken
is wrong, bitch.
Tyler and I have thought about putting together a voiceover, like a demo tape to send.
How
out
do you
to
do that
companies.
together?
I don't know. I don't know.
one
Ray
is which?
Romano
You have to-
talking.
You have to comment it like a YouTube. Seconds 26, Tyler. Second 32,
Kyle.
Kyle.
Right.
Oh, Disney called me. Well, you got to bring him with me too.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Package deal. Sorry.
Okay, you're
Don't
fired.
make me call you out,
No,
Elmo.
Elmo. Yeah, Elmo's one too.
Have
see,
Elmo tell us about your gobbler.
Bob's Burgers, the voice of Jimmy Pesto across the street. He was fired. The voiceover guy was fired for Jimmy Pesto's voice.
What? Really?
Yeah, because he stormed the Capitol. That's why he was gone.
Jimmy Pesto.
Isn't that
would.
so on brand?
That is so on brand.
Right? So anyway, what I think that 3 seasons and an entire feature film with no Jimmy Pesto. This past weekend, they finally brought Jimmy Pesto back on the show with a new voiceover. And since then, Fox is now owned by Disney, so they have all of these voiceover artists at their disposal they didn't have before. So they very easily found somebody who's like 80% there. Right. Like you wouldn't even. I already forgot by the end of the the that it was a different voice.
Right. Well, it's like the new Rick and Morty.
Oh yeah, that dude.
That's true.
Yeah, the creator's gone.
What is it?
Rick and Morty.
Did you guys play High Life?
Yes.
How is it? I started it. I'm confused.
It was actually one of the games I actually finished.
Really?
Yeah.
It's so funny.
It's not very long. It was like 2 or 3 days.
It's pretty funny, but I mean,
was.
I'm getting lost already. I don't play first person shooters.
That's
kind of
how it is.
But it's pretty funny. I like it.
We should get you some water, Bronson, because you look like you're.
I want to go to
struggling.
sleep.
He's leaning on the mic stand, and
dude,
he's
I am
When
deep
somebody- when-
breathing.
look,
I'm
I'm Polish. When
drunk,
you see
drunk.
somebody brace,
Really?
Yeah.
yeah. I'm gonna get myself some water. I'll get you a cup of water.
Tesla's self-drive.
Dude, it happens every time I see Phil. Every time I see Phil, I
Yeah,
get
you know what?
massively
It does.
intoxicated.
Headed too.
Are you gonna like chill for a little while?
Yeah,
or-
absolutely.
All right.
I only live 9 minutes away from here. Worst comes to worst, my wife Ubers over for $16 and then drives me in my car home.
Okay.
Oh my God, there's so much stuffing left.
Yeah.
Dude, I made double box stuffing. I didn't know
Yeah,
how much.
I'm
there was
gonna have
in
to
it.
like dive into the stuffing by itself.
I would like you guys to actually taste it. I put a lot into that. Like,
Yeah,
I,
no, that stuffing was fucking phenomenal.
okay.
Yeah.
If I wasn't watching my calories right now because I'm trying to lose weight, I'd be halfway through that. Tip
You
of
could
stuffing.
watch your calories. They're right in front of you.
Yeah, I could watch them.
Watch them climb down my gullet.
Listen, I'm doing a
someone,
good job with self-control here. I
put
don't
on
need the
that fucking-
fucking the bad influence brigade trying to make me fucking get fat again.
I called Joe yesterday. I was like, "Does anybody have a nut allergy?" He's like, "Not sure, but I don't
These
think
nuts.
so. Why?" And
Well,
I
it
told
was
him,
not sure. I don't think so. Why? It doesn't matter.
and he goes, "Why? What are you doing?" I said, "I'm making the stuffing." I said, "Let me tell you how I'm making." And I told him reconstituting the raisins and white wine with maple syrup. And he goes, "Oh wow."
It's like, now I gotta do something different for the
Oh
green.
my.
Thanks, bud.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go around. Too many cables.
Yeah,
It's
this
so
all
weird. As soon as you, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
this everything came just really
Freezing.
good.
So it's like the burger episode. Like, how the fuck is he gonna pull this off? Then he ate it. But like, God damn.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, that looked
I guess
good. I
shout
couldn't
out.
make that, but I watched it. It was
We
a good
got
time.
all the ingredients were posted.
Kool-Aid man is here.
Guess we'll just
Yeah,
have to
every
do it
time.
again.
We,
Oh no.
I mean, it's a 2-part. One is the ingredients are good. Once you figure out cooking, you kind of just
Let it all fall together.
let it go together.
Yeah,
It'll
yeah,
work.
yeah, yeah.
But I guess the biggest part for me and being able to do these kind of things so easily for the hot sauces or like the hot episodes is the ingredients we get.
Yeah.
Going to the hot sauce places and getting these things. It's so easy to make something delicious when something is already delicious.
Yeah, of
So as soon as you know how to pair it with something else, or if you feel like it would, 10 times out of 10, they do just pair really well.
And I have to say, like, of all the hot sauce festivals, all 3 of them that we've been to with you guys, I've never tasted one of the hot sauces and been like, ugh.
No, it doesn't happen.
Yeah, no.
These people put too much into it.
Yeah.
There's too much there.
There's love in every hot sauce.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. Yeah.
And you kind of get that, like, you kind of understand where people are like, you know what, they're really not in this for money. Like, there's not money to be made. Like, it's
the
a
passion.
It's
It's a
a
true passion.
love of the game kind of thing.
Yeah.
And when you have those kind of people that make products for the love of the game, you get recipes that are just completely next level, like what we're experiencing right now.
Well, that was the
Literally
biggest
what
thing.
this is for
Yeah.
me. Yeah. It's
When
a
I-
passion project.
When I originally
Passion project, yeah.
when I originally was at the Saucetoberfest, he's like, "Oh, Carolina Reaper Cranberry," and I'm like, "What? No,
Yeah.
Like, and then he's like, "No, really," like it's Reaper. I don't eat Carolina Reaper. That's so hot.
Yeah, but John has absolutely cornered the market in making Carolina Reaper flavor in his
Yes.
sauces, like table sauce. Table sauce is a perfect example. That is a sauce that is completely Carolina Reaper based, but it does not have
Seriously?
the heat. Yes.
Get the fuck out of here. I
Yeah,
didn't
it's
know
good.
that.
Look at the label. You have it here or no?
Of course.
If you look
fucking
at
love that shit.
You know how hard it is to make a sauce that's Carolina Reaper based that's not fucking a million Scovilles?
Overwhelmingly
Yeah.
Carolina Reaper.
But you get the flavor profile of a Carolina Reaper, which is that fruity, like almost like kind of like a habanero, but a little bit more
Less
umami.
smoky.
Yeah, exactly. And he has it. Look at the label. What's it say the pepper ingredient is?
Bro, I can't read right now.
So it's tomato paste, water, white vinegar, sugar, onion, garlic, black pepper, Carolina Reaper.
See?
Last
I'm
ingredient.
telling you.
Shit on my tit.
And everybody I know, even people that are not hot sauce fanatics,
Mm-hmm.
even Tyler, who's somebody that is not really able to delve into the hot sauce world because of the
just don't
effect of
like it.
capsaicin,
Mm-hmm.
can eat that sauce and say, this is like just a little mild spicy
Spice
ketchup.
I don't like. That's the problem. The thing is,
I mixed that with my sauce, like my Italian, like my marinade sauce, not my marinara.
Shut up, calamar.
Gabagool!
Gabagool.
So I mixed it with that
Yeah.
for mozzarella sticks.
Yeah.
Ooh. I mean,
It's hard to do. You have to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And you have to truly invest yourself into making a sauce like that.
Yeah.
like you guys know I'm not a fan of cranberry. He let me try that cranberry Reaper sauce. I'm like, oh man, this is gonna suck. And he goes, yeah, no, try it. I put it on my tongue. I'm just like, that's cranberry and that's Reaper.
John's
I'm like,
son is a chef. John Jr. is an absolutely like culinary like everything you can need in a chef.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And that's how you do
And
that.
it's the same we were talking about with like the hot sauce. It's like a community. I was picking his brain for like questions or how I could do something or what do you think would like go well with this and go well with this. I was coming up while we were at Saucetoberfest. I was talking to him because we were right next door.
Yeah.
With like what I could do for the sauce with this and like, oh, I wonder if I could use it on that or I wonder if I could pour it in that. And he's just like, yeah.
No, when we were at Philly, dude, when we were in Philly, we were throwing ideas, and he's just like looking over, like, dude, shut the fuck up, like, dude, that's a great idea, but don't let anybody hear it. You know what I mean? It's a culinary wizard that can take the flavor profiles of a pepper that 1% of the population can eat a Carolina Reaper openly.
That's what-
less than 1% of people. If there's 100 people in the room, one person might be able to eat a Carolina
And
Reaper.
that's the whole point of the Hot Sauce Festival. People think it's all about heat. No,
Absolutely,
it's
it's
about,
flavor.
about
Well, that's
these
what I was
kinds of
telling Phil.
talents.
That's
And
why
that-
Ron's got
what's-
hipster repellent.
And like somebody like me who's completely on the outside of this kind of this world, completely
Well, that's
very
how I
intimidated by
was.
it, right? But I mean, you're thinking about it like, oh, heat, tolerate the heat, yeah, blah blah blah, fine, whatever. I don't like spice, I don't want any of this, but it's these crazy flavors, these.
Unbelievable.
That you wouldn't think. Yeah, there's a little bit of heat there, but that's really all it's supposed to be.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Otherwise, you're not going to taste anything.
I was in the same
You,
boat.
That's
you
a great
also have
point.
to like
Right.
learn how to eat them and what to eat them on. Like it
That
makes a
too.
huge difference in what you're adding into. So when I was first getting into hot sauces, I thought hot sauces were just for hot wings.
This sucks because I put it on a Pop-Tart.
Right.
put that on a shirt.
Dude,
So-
don't make me do my
Right? Like,
Billy
that's
Joel
what I mean.
Pop
Right,
Tart
First
story.
of all,
I started-
hang
Hold
on.
on. There's a Billy Joel Pop-Tart
I
story?
am willing to bet a large sum of money that a strawberry Pop-Tart with the Carolina Reaper hot sauce
Have you ever put
would
butter
be
on a Pop-Tart?
You got some strawberry. You got a
Fry
strawberry.
the Pop-Tart and then put some. Okay, next episode already written. Here we go.
Right, so then
I just got a deep fry. We could do a can it fry.
Call it Pop Shart.
Next episode, dessert. Pop Sharp.
Spicy dessert episode.
Yeah.
Spicy dessert.
Do you want me to
episode.
tell him my Billy
bring the
Joel Pop Tart
jalapeno meat
story?
for that.
Remember that one?
It's just random. It's not like you met Billy Joel and he was eating a s'mores
So
Pop-Tart.
no, so Tyler knows
Swear
the
to God,
story.
that's where I thought we were going.
I know. It's not
Yo,
that
listen to this shit.
sensational,
So
but
I'm in
it's-
Acme.
I
We're
bet
in
Billy
the town-
Joel shoved a Pop Tart.
No, listen to this shit. I'm in the store. It's
better.
I'm standing there looking at all the Pop Tarts and I'm just humming. Like, you know, when you're like thinking, I'm humming, like just, and this guy, he's like a couple rows down, like in the Cheez-Its or whatever. He goes,
in the cheeses.
He's like-
specifically.
is that Billy Joel you're humming? I said, nah. I said, I'm not really big on Billy Joel. I said, you know what? He's kind
You're
of
wrong, but all right.
I said, he's kind of cool now that he's cheating on supermodels and drunk driving into people's houses. And he goes, he looks at me with this like shocked look and he goes, What the hell does that have to do with good music? I said, I don't know. I'm just trying to buy some fucking Pop-Tarts.
But from that guy's perspective, he's sitting there and he's hearing something. He's like, "Is that Billy Joel you're humming?" Only a huge Billy Joel fan would start a conversation like that.
But I was just saying, like,
so he was totally,
I'm
totally
I'm a
offended
Billy
by
Joel
that.
fan, but I didn't know
Totally
how
offended
to
by
address
that.
that. Like, I was just humming to think if I want s'mores or cherry. Like, I didn't know what I wanted.
Cherry Pop-Tart. Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Cherry pop. Yeah.
I like the cherry pop.
All right, what's our favorite Pop Tarts? Go around the room right
S'mores.
Chocolate sundae in the freezer.
now. Oh,
yeah.
Not eating them.
s'mores for me as well.
Cinnamon.
Don't take the high road,
okay,
Bronson. Tell us
okay.
what Pop-Tart you want.
If I'm picking one at random, strawberry.
Okay, see,
Strawberries
that's
are
good.
classic.
I'm an OG.
Toaster.
But
Strawberry toast.
It
It is my least favorite choice of quick breakfast food.
Okay,
It's
good.
fine.
Now that we
How
know.
about the one from the commercials where it was the purple and the teal swirls? Do you remember those?
Yes.
I
It
tried.
looked so good. It was that blueberry
it's
one.
mid.
It's not as good as it looks.
I tried one of the Eggo ones.
Excuse me?
They should be ashamed.
waffle
of what
ones?
They called, yeah.
Waffles.
They should be ashamed of what they made.
The waffles that are filled with stuff?
No.
No,
It's a
like a
Pop-Tart.
Pop-Tart made like an Eggo Pop-Tart.
With Eggo filling.
Oh, really? I've never
Stuff.
heard of that.
Just don't. Just
Probably
pretend
that's
maple
probably
syrup.
why, because it probably fell apart as soon as it went out.
Joe's like, shield your fucking ear.
Yeah, just don't.
Did anyone ever actually take the time to put them in the toaster?
The toaster?
Yeah,
Yes.
of
course.
The
my,
s'mores
my
ones.
wife will not eat a Pop-Tart
Well, hold
unless
on.
you put it in a toaster.
How do you eat them?
Out of the
Raw.
packaging like I do
Raw?
sometimes?
Yes.
Raw? You fucking raw dog a Pop-Tart.
Just as acceptable,
Raw.
but in the toaster, it just takes
It
it
is
from a
better.
7 to
Oh,
a
and
9. That's
you
you
get-
know.
you
That's
get-
Bob's
you
new
get a cup of
on-air name.
milk, you get a cup
Bob
of milk
Raw
with
Dog
it.
Pop-Tart
Yes.
Giaquinta.
Yes, perfect evening.
Oh, God.
Oh, unless I get that's like I said, Sunday, put it in the freezer, but not for too long because then it gets too hard.
Yeah.
Hey.
Really good.
The
Phrasing.
cookies and cream one, the one that's supposed to be like Oreo, that one's pretty good. Too.
That one's great.
Oh,
like
that's
that
pretty
one,
good.
too.
That's a nice one.
Yeah.
So I do the s'more one. I put in the oven.
Excuse me.
Okay, same thing. Yeah, but, I mean that smell
Burp the
fills the
baby.
house so fast, man, and it is beautiful when that
Yeah,
happens.
that
It's a
is
great
really good.
smell. I have a lot of good memories of waking up super early on Saturday mornings, put it on like cartoons or whatever the hell was on then,
Cartoon
and
Network.
sneaking Pop-Tarts in the bedroom super early in the morning before the sunrise. We had a little
remember-
13-inch TV in our bedroom. Me and Kyle shared a bedroom.
Oh,
when
you
we
had
were
a
little.
13 too?
Yeah, a little 13 sharp.
Little
Actually, found
sharp.
it at a yard sale and I bought it again.
Little sharp.
When I was a kid,
have
my
a sharp.
stepdad put a
TV
TV in my bedroom for one night and then caught me at 3 a.m. watching TV. And he was like, nope, I trusted you once and never again. And I didn't have a TV in my room until I moved to college.
Wow.
I had a little portable one. It was like a 6-inch black and white.
I loved those
And-
though. I
yeah.
had one of those
And
too.
I had a bunk bed, so I'd sneak it up the bunk
Hell
bed.
yeah.
Dude, I did that too. You know what I did? We literally had like
I
a
had my
13-inch
Sega.
TV with the cable box on it for
Yeah.
the room, and I
Oh, see, I
took
didn't get a cable
wires
box.
and I spliced it from the back of the cable box up into the top bunk
Damn.
into the black and white TV,
So-
and I would watch like Spike TV and shit under my blanket.
So you're lucky you had the cable box. I didn't.
Yeah, we got-
So
I-
my
yeah, I
TV
know.
was
Spoiled.
for my Sega.
Oh.
And me and my brother, we had the same size TVs. But then, like, I was very quickly going.
You have a
nerdy.
brother? There's another guy like you?
No, completely.
No.
different.
Okay.
I mean, that's like you and me being the same person.
Yeah, no,
No,
completely.
Joe's a
different.
one and done.
So
Joe's got a brother and a sister, and all three of them are starkly different people.
They broke the mold.
Do you remember watching cartoons when you were a kid and like watching Nickelodeon and then all of a sudden fucking I Love Lucy would come on at Nick
Yeah.
at Night? You'd be like, what the fuck
Nick
is
at
this
Night
shit?
is
I,
just
that
it
shit would
doesn't
always
exist
come on,
anymore,
and I'd
hardly.
be like, "Oh, I'm gonna hate this shit," and then I'd watch episodes of I Love Lucy and be like, "Oh my god, I love this show."
It's my favorite
Lucy's
show.
The
Really?
funniest show
I
ever.
Love Lucy
When
is
she's
the show in the
baking-
world.
When she's baking the bread and the bread just keeps coming out of the fucking oven.
Dude,
Our
I Love
family.
Lucy is one of the only shows from the 50s that you could play today and it holds up.
Oh my god, it's hilarious.
Our family was raised on I Love Lucy.
I pray that they never try to remake it because they just
I don't
can't.
think
They
won't be able
can't.
to.
There's no way.
When they're in
Lucy,
the-
I'm
the
going to
shop-
beat the fuck out of you if you buy the groceries again when I don't tell you.
They have a Pluto channel now.
Here's one of the reasons I didn't realize I love Lucy. Aside from the whole show, right? Lucille Ball. Does anybody know how awesome she is outside
Yes.
of I Love
Yo,
Lucy?
she was
Oh my
balling.
She is the reason Star Trek was on TV.
Correct.
Yep.
Yes.
She pushed for Star Trek
Yes,
to be on TV.
dude, yes.
Fucking
She saw
awesome.
It, yeah, she saw it for studios, Desi Lou Productions. She saw
Yes.
that there was potential in it, but the other
Yep.
executives didn't want to sign on to it. She says, "Do it."
Yep.
Yep, she did.
And sure
Dude,
enough.
that's fucking awesome.
And I
He
think
knows
that was actually the last show that they produced as a company,
Yeah.
as a production company.
Lucy, I know nothing about space, but I believe you that this fucking Star Trek show is gonna do good. This black guy that from reading Rainbow has the visor.
From reading Rainbow, he went to the
You went you put Next Generation into I Love Lucy. Jesus.
The
Yeah,
other
we had
guy
Lucy
looks like
nights
he
as
dipped his
kids.
face in mud. He's fine.
and prosper.
Yeah.
Why the fuck do you sound like you just said that in front of a Home Depot?
Phil, that's a little racist.
I'm sorry, but that's what that accent
Dude,
was.
every
brought back.
Home Depot has that in the morning. It's a bachelor rose ceremony.
Remember the
let's be
South Park
honest.
episode? Can you write my essays?
Oh my God, Kyle, Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
We're gonna get canceled.
What?
No,
It's
The
true.
Bachelor, because I used to in my old. We had a huge backyard, and we always used to do the work ourselves. Like up until I was 18, I didn't know you could hire people to do like
Day laborers,
landscaping.
dude. They
So
compete with each other. I can do everything he can do,
Yeah.
and I can also do
So
the
we
plumbing.
used to go.
Fuck you.
We used to go to
that's-
Freehold, right next to the fucking
Yes,
the
Freehold.
train tracks.
Yes,
And
along
then
the
they would-
fence.
No, just to the train track.
Yes.
Like near the Ritas.
I know where you-
And
yes.
we would drive up, and there's just like
By the
fucking
state building.
100 Yeah, there's like 150 people just hanging out, and you just open up the back door, and you're like, yard work, 100, a lot. People are just like,
Yeah.
me, my brother, good, take, cool, and then 3 people get in, and then
Dude, have you ever seen a person like us, I'll say, that can hold a wheelbarrow full of concrete and move it 100 yards without the wheelbarrow tipping over?
Polish
No.
people.
Yeah.
No.
Because I had to learn how to do
Yeah.
all that.
That's a quintessential
unfortunately.
Polish thing too.
Yeah, but dude,
We're the Mexicans of Europe.
we're not. We weren't gonna say that. But
We're gonna get in
the
so
day
much
laborers.
I'm Polish.
We're done.
I'm allowed to
It's
say
been
that.
a good podcast, everybody.
No, dude, the day laborers in Freehold would take
So sad.
the day laborers would take the fucking wheelbarrow and be like, "Fill it all the way," and they'd fill it all the way up. I'd watch like, what the fuck?
yeah, I'd be like 4 bags. They're
Do
like
you know
12
how many?
bags.
Do you know how
They're
many
like,
trenches I had to dig because
4.
my dad wanted to put curbs up in the house in the Poconos he has?
I tell you.
Yeah, it's clay. I learned how to use a pickaxe. That's when
Bro,
I got,
you're like malfunctioning right now. You know how much concrete in the clay with the pickaxe?
I hated it.
It's coming
it,
back.
Poconos.
It hurts right here. Do you know how much random useless fucking construction knowledge I know?
Yeah.
Because I'm Polish.
I mean, yeah.
That's how that's how I built this house.
Yeah. Jokes aside, though, now I have a problem at the house. I'm just like, hey, Dad.
Where in the
you got
Poconos
thing?
was it?
Effort.
Ah, Effort, yeah, I know Effort. Yeah.
Well, let me guess. You have a house down the street. You guys
Please
are just
don't.
neighbors twice.
Please don't.
No,
I don't
no,
run
no,
away.
area
Where
lodge.
are
I
you?
go picking.
neighbors.
I go picking in the Poconos. I do a cast iron picking spree through the Poconos once a year.
Nice.
Speaking of Lucy, we had Lucy nights at the house every Friday nights when we were
Yes.
little
Yeah,
kids. We
yeah,
have
yeah,
couch bed, open up the couch bed. My mom would tape Lucy episodes in the 90s when it was on Pix 11, I think it was, in
Yeah.
Fox at the time. We still have those tapes, and they got all the 80s commercials in them and everything. And one of the we have a lot of inside jokes as kids referencing those stupid commercials that nobody in the world knows anymore. And one of them is a song for Mount Airy Lodge in the Poconos, and that's what I was just singing to Kyle.
Harry Lodge. Holy shit.
Yep.
So-
Dude, Johnson and Johnson.
Betty Owen.
yeah, Betty Owen.
Betty Owen schools. Yeah, stuff like that.
Who ate the last waffle?
Snuggle.
All of these are just like whoosh.
Right. So that's, I mean, that was a fun thing too, is I found a VHS in my house of a 1998 Rugrats marathon on Nickelodeon with all the commercials and Nickelodeon
See-
bumps intact.
Kid boner.
You guys got everything VCR'd for like you guys and like
Yeah.
the family
Yes.
thing.
It was preserved.
We had a VCR in our room too. That's actually where this tape was
I
recorded.
had fucking my grandfather would tape the Giants games, so I would have all the Giants games.
So glad I have this.
I was like, yay!
yeah, yeah. But that, watching all of those bumps when they're talking about, like all that,
Brad
and,
Benson
Shelby
played.
Woo, and new episodes of Rugrats coming out because they got a new studio. all
Holy
that
shit,
stuff.
you're getting me some deep cut in my
Dude,
brain.
it was
We're
so
celebrating
great.
dads.
Core
Sue and Drew
memory
and Jazz.
unlocked.
Fucking
Yeah.
Rugrats commercial right there when they were doing it for Father's Day thing. Where did that just come out of my
Yeah,
brain?
yeah, I know what you're talking
Ooh.
about.
It's deep in there,
Oh,
Phil.
it's in there.
It's in there.
Man.
2 more.
Dude, the
things you
Mother's
bring
Day
up.
episode of Rugrats when Chucky found out that his mom was like split open by like a printing press or whatever.
No,
like,
that was.
Yeah.
What?
I remember that.
Oh my god, it's
episode.
like one of the saddest episodes of Rugrats.
yeah,
It's not, first of all, that's
Yeah.
an exaggeration.
she didn't die
I
from.
figured.
His mom died, so he doesn't have a mom. He only had a dad.
Yeah, I remember that much.
Yeah,
It was,
Because I remember the
Chaz
printing press
actually
thing.
transitioned from.
Yeah. to a they.
Yeah, yeah. I knew a ghost who had a parent who transitioned, so he had a transparent. So.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
It's a good one.
Come on.
It's okay.
But yeah,
I'll
90s
give you
kid,
like a-
90s Nickelodeon kid specifically. I could talk about that shit all
Hey,
So
all right. So here's a safe trans joke. Ready?
Great
What's the
intro.
procedure for going female to male?
Disaster.
It's an addictomy.
Oh God.
I
Jesus
like that one.
Christ! What book is
I
that
like
in?
that
Under
one.
right under what do you call a lesbian dinosaur? A lickalotopus? What is that one? Jesus, Bronson.
Oh, that's a 5-star joke right there.
Joe had to get up.
I approached my trans friend and I was like, I have a joke and I don't know if I
Jesus.
should be afraid to tell it. and
Nah,
then told them that joke and they're like, no, that's fine.
Nah, nobody knows.
that is a
everybody,
that is a Carcinio joke right there.
everybody knows it doesn't come from a hateful place, and I think that's the key.
Addictomy.
That's the thing about comedy. It's supposed
What
to be
is a
It's
equalized.
supposed to
Everybody's
be fun.
Do you know how many Polish jokes I know? I know like 90% of Polish jokes.
You know, dude, that's why you guys don't
it.
ski, because it's harder to spell toboggan. I mean,
yeah,
it's
it's all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you make a one-armed Polish guy fall out of a tree? You wave.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
What was the Polish guy doing in the tree to begin with? He was raking the fucking leaves, all right?
Breaking the leaves of other-
I really piggyback off your joke. I'm sorry.
See, but that's the thing. Comedy.
Proactive.
It's,
Right.
That's proactive.
that's the best part.
That's funny. You know what I mean? It's meant to be. Dude, there's German. Dude, we're 100% German. There is no more German people in the world than we
Knock,
are.
knock.
We what? Knock. Who's there?
Not.
People ask the questions.
Yeah, exactly.
then-
Dude, we did our family's heritage, and like half of our ancestors were like employed by the Third Reich. You know what I mean? So
You accidentally anti-joked me.
I did.
Knock, what? That's how I answer the door. Not how the joke goes.
it's fucking 10 o'clock at night. I ain't answering no fucking
I hear-
doors.
Who the fuck are you? What do you want?
I don't think you understand.
I guess
Our
Bill
doorbell
answers the
rings,
question
Dana will not
tomorrow.
open the door unless you told us ahead of time that someone's coming to the door.
Same.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We get a lot of solicitors in our neighborhood.
Dude,
for
we
solar
live
and
where
stuff.
we
Solar,
live.
fucking solar.
Solar
Like
every other day.
week.
Yeah, dude, same.
Just when
And
you
Verizon
open the
Fios a
door
little
and start
bit.
talking to them, just start slowly taking your clothes off and see how long they last.
So
No, I
usually
found a
open the door
method
in
that
my
works.
boxers Anyway.
You don't want to know my method that works? I say, all right, cool. Sunrun, okay, whatever, solar. What's your name? Cool. All right, from Sunrun. If you come here again in 6 months, I'm going to fucking call your company and tell them we're not going with them because you didn't listen to me.
No, do it the other way. Just when they answer the door, be like, I already got solar.
Yeah.
And then just
No, you know what?
No, I haven't. You're just on the wrong side of the house.
I got the Bluetooth solar.
Wireless solar. I will say though, I've had a lot of luck with just being straight up and be like, yeah, I know you're doing your thing. You got to make money too. I'm not gonna be a dick about it, but I'm not really.
It depends who you get because
And
some of
it's
them will
worked
try to
for-
keep
I'm
you
at
talking.
100. I'm at
Yeah.
100 so far with it. Really,
So-
I mean, it's worked for me because they're just people, dude. They're just
Yeah.
doing their
Yeah.
job. You don't got to treat them like sex
So-
offenders and post about them on the neighborhood Facebook page.
So we
No,
were
I know I don't
actually-
have to.
We were actually looking for solar, and we did get solar. When we were shopping around, we had a company come. She comes here, she does her whole spiel, and then she's like, "Oh, I have to. My boss is calling, so I gotta go walk outside." I was like, "You're just gonna stand in front of my doorbell that has a microphone on it?" All right, let's see what they say. Like, they had
Really?
a whole conversation about me.
Really?
Yeah. About like, they're not interested at this price. It's too high. Oh, we could give them 10. What about 15? No, start at the 10. So they walked aside. I was like, so 15? She was like,
Yeah, fuck.
I'll be right back.
Dude, no, good for you.
Nice.
And then I didn't go with them because it was really shady.
That is shady.
Yeah.
All that haggling bullshit.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
like,
so over
I'm like, I'm not a
that.
car dealer. You're not buying a fucking car. You give me the price that you can give me the price for. That's why I went with the company I actually went with because they came in and they were like, this is the price. This is it. You're done. Like, this is
It's
what
honesty.
you get. And
Yeah,
I was like,
it comes down
I was
to
like,
that.
Good.
or
Perfect.
good lying.
We don't
but we'll never
negotiate
know.
with homeowners.
Bouncing off with like with the doorbell camera. Early on, like maybe like 2 or 3 weeks. You need more meat. That's why. About two or three more weeks.
not.
After we got the Ring doorbell camera, my wife like barely opens it like for things as the notification comes in. I just like, somebody's ringing my doorbell, click.
Oh, so we're in the same wife basically uninstall the app. I keep all the notifications.
Yeah, exactly.
That'll happen
Yeah.
to me too.
So I get a doorbell ring and I see there's like a guy like maybe early 40s and then like a really young girl probably just got hired because she looks green as hell. And he rings. I was like, hey, how you doing? And he goes, oh yeah, hey, we just want to talk to you. Did you hear about this the new regulation that's going around in Hamilton?
Yeah, I got the same guy. Yeah,
Well, let me tell
I got
you.
one in my house too.
So he goes, yeah, and I was like, oh yeah, what regulation? And he goes, yeah, so it's the one. Fuck. And he just turned around and walked. I have it
Really?
recorded
That's
on
so
my phone.
funny.
He fuck and just turned around and walked
So-
away. The girl like just like followed him.
Quit your job,
It was
lady. You're
amazing.
scamming people.
It was amazing. I have it recorded. I'll try and find it for
they
you.
do that thing where
it was the
they
oh,
point
fuck.
down
So
the
you
road
know.
and they're
It
like,
was
your neighbor
hilarious.
so and
So
so are
you
doing
know.
his next
That's a
week.
sales tactic.
Check your ring because they updated a bunch of auto responses, and one of them is just we're not interested.
So every time I ring Joe's doorbell, it's doom doom. I'm sorry, we're not interested.
I was wondering what
If
that
you
was
have
about.
a package,
Fuck me, I guess.
please
Wait, it
leave
says that
out.
right now?
Yeah, if you go ring my doorbell, it'll. So
I'll pour you.
You gotta take the wireless.
Yeah, yeah.
I've-
Bring
the wireless
Take
if you're
Joe's
gonna do
mic.
that.
And Joe, swing around to Kyle's
Well,
seat.
I'll just go with Kyle.
Just go with little field
We're going
trip.
on a field trip.
on a field trip.
Going on a trip
In our favorite piece of shit. Going 95.
Accidentally.
We're gonna fucking die.
Here, hold on. There.
For him. There we go.
Have a great day.
Oh, but it's still
it?
nice. Still wish it's a good
cute.
day at
I was
least.
gonna say that have a nice day afterwards is
Still,
cute.
that's still there.
But
yeah.
the thing that's fantastic with it is it does record when people ring the bell. So I have like the people with their clipboards and their thing, and they push the button, really excited, and get like clean. Just we're not interested. Just turn around and leave.
You know, I was a door-to-door salesman for a while
Really?
for Verizon Home Internet. When they first started doing home internet, I had to go around. And
I got those guys too, the FiOS guys.
I got to this. It was before FiOS. It was when Verizon first started doing home
So
internet.
DSL or whatever?
Yeah.
That wasn't. That's been around.
I had that.
Bronson sold Morse code.
The
Yeah.
Slowskis have that.
Oh
I
yeah,
know.
this was like
the
one of my first
Slowskis.
jobs out of high school. So I went to the first neighborhood and I did every door and I was like, hey, I'm just trying to tell you about Verizon Home Internet. And you know what? I really didn't get anybody that was that rude to me.
Really?
And then I went to the second
Was
neighborhood.
that your tactic? Hey, I'm just trying to tell you about that.
Yeah.
That's it?
Like, hey, I'm just letting you know Verizon offers home internet, blah, blah, blah in your area. Like, nothing weird or shady. Verizon's already a name brand. It wasn't
have
like
the
I was like,
same
I'm here to
first
sell you
name.
knives. Like,
Oh, dude, the Cutco guys?
Cutco.
Oh, talking about a sales pitch, I had the fucking Hexclad guy dig into me at Costco. Ooh. And I told him, I said, listen, I'm not
listen,
interested.
bitch, I know what a real
No,
fucking
no,
knife
no.
is.
Listen to what happened. Listen
You
to
don't
what
know
happened.
who you're fucking with.
I said,
Don't you know who I am?
nope, I didn't do that either. I'll tell you what happened. I said, nah, I'm not really interested. I said, I kind of have a side gig that's kind of like the antithesis of what you guys are doing.
Yeah. What is your pot?
And he goes,
3% cast iron.
and he goes, we are endorsed by some top level chefs like Gordon Ramsay.
Mm-hmm.
I said, yeah, I understand that. I said, I've been approached by your company. He goes, you were approached by our company? I said, yeah,
Ooh.
I was approached by your company. He goes, do you have like a do you have a restaurant or like do you have like a YouTube channel or something? I was like, well, I said I run an Instagram page where I do cooking stuff and all that. He's like, huh, sure, approached. Have a good day. I said, now guess what? Now I'm going to show you what it is. Gordon Ramsay follows me, okay?
Now
Here's
I'm
my
gonna beat ya.
Instagram page. Does he follow you, fucker? Keep slinging your shit. That was not a nice, that was not,
no.
Wait,
had he
hold-
not approached me, what?
Does Gordon Ramsay actually follow you?
Yes, he does.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and that was organic.
This is the closest I've
That
been
was
to
a
Gordon
really good
Ramsay,
long
guys.
fake story to brag about.
6 degrees of
Ramsay following.
separation.
It wasn't fake.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, no, it was an actual.
The totally real Gordon Ramsay.
You want to
Yeah.
know how I
For
found
sure.
out that he was? I didn't
Cartman.
know.
Remember that?
Official Gordon Ramsay.
No, I was walking. I was walking around. We used to rent when we were looking for a house. We rented in
Oh,
Bordentown.
yeah, fuck off. Beef Wellington. Whatever he says.
We were renting a house.
I just thought of real Gordon Ramstein. It's just,
Ramstein.
just
Do Haas
How do I cook this pork? Fire flame.
Do lamb sauce.
Dude, we were taking a walk in Bordentown where we used to live before we bought our house. We rented for a couple years.
I used to work in Bordentown.
Well, dude, so did all of us. I did too.
I worked at Bordentown.
My buddy who's a chef. My buddy who's a chef texts me. He goes, "Hey man, what are you doing right now?" I said, "I'm on a walk." He goes, "Oh." He goes, "I was just gonna tell you should probably sit down." I was like, I thought something bad happened.
Someone
like,
died.
That's what I would think too.
Yeah, literally everyone said
Was there a
it.
car? It was
Probably
literally
sit
my
down.
closest friend at the time.
You should probably sit down. This
He
bread's
goes,
expired.
"Can you just like chill for a second?" I was like, "Yeah, dude. What are you getting at?" You
What?
know, I
Stop
was
giving me
pissed.
anxiety.
He goes, "Dude." He goes, "Me and my wife were just looking through like your followers. Like you went through like a nice little boom here." He goes, "I just want you to know that like Gordon Ramsay's following you." I'm like, I'm now sitting on the curb. Like I am now, and I
Face
went,
first.
dude. I fucking like. It was I have to be honest. Like I'm going candid here. That was a very emotional moment in my life. To have that organic, to not
Seriously.
ever reach out and say, "Hey, would you follow me?"
Yeah.
To have him like, I don't know how other internet chefs, like Brad Leone, Matty Matheson, like those dudes just like come on board and like without any, you know what I mean? It was a fucking crazy experience. So yeah, and it's Gordon Ramsay's birthday, so
It does
Hey,
feel a
happy
little.
birthday.
That's nice, but it does
birthday,
feel a little
Gordon Ramsay.
braggy.
Hey man, whatever.
Just saying.
I was going to tell you right now, that stuff, he can brag as much as you fucking want.
Hey, listen.
All right? I'm just saying.
Listen. You're allowed to be proud of your accomplishments.
I'm proud of it. I'm not proud
Everybody
of
is
it.
allowed to be proud of their accomplishments except for me.
I'm proud of it.
Fucking
I am.
imposter syndrome.
As if you want to say it's bragging, whatever. But I'm actually proud that those people found me with just me being out there.
And you know what the funny thing is? You say bragging and stuff like that. We're sitting here. If I didn't know like ahead of time, like because I've watched some of your stuff already, and obviously I watched their stream and when you were on.
Yeah.
All the funny videos.
You're a dude. You gave me a beer. We talked about like jokes. We had mashed potato. I mean, you make a banging stuffing, but like,
Yeah.
you know, you shut your mouth.
I wasn't
Like,
gonna say.
Banging
You're like
stuff.
you're just a cool dude.
Thanks,
but then
man.
all of a sudden
Thank
you
you.
tell me you fucking are followed by Gordon Ramsay, and I'm just like,
Oh, cool.
why don't I have a podcast? Like I need to
Yeah,
like
you
step my
gotta-
game up now.
Yeah.
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 Let's get him on the podcast.
I got one message from him that said, "This thing looks like a work of art. Good job."
Oh yeah, you showed me
Are
that.
you
'cause
serious?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
messaged me on a restoration. He was like, "This thing looks like a work of art, mate. Good job."
You were
I'm
like the
"What
first person who
fuck?"
sent me
Through
that
the
because
mate?
you know.
Oh my god.
Yo,
you know
he threw
Court
the
loves
mate.
him.
Yeah.
So you sent it to me. I remember
Dude,
that.
and on Christmas, we got his wife, Gordon Ramsay's cookbook. And I
Yeah.
sent him a picture of her opening it, and I sent it to him. I said, "Merry Christmas." He wrote back, "Merry Christmas," and liked the picture. And I showed it to Court. It was pretty cool.
That is
Yeah.
so cool.
How cool. Did you see that his Kitchen Nightmares show is back?
Yeah.
They
Yeah, the
started
Hell's
new
Kitchen
season.
thing?
No,
Yeah.
Kitchen
Or
Nightmares.
Kitchen Nightmares,
Where
yeah,
he
that
goes
one.
to the shitty restaurants. And
I-
fixes it. They
there's
started
one
a new
in,
season of that right now.
Those shows.
There's one in Jersey.
Between-
One in-
Yeah, they're great.
between
Same.
Kitchen Nightmares,
You're right, I did
Restaurant Impossible,
Yes.
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 shit, even Bar Rescue.
Yeah.
Bar Rescue.
Yeah.
I love
the drama
those
behind
shows.
those
Oh my
those,
God.
those
My
families
favorite-
running those places.
My
and stuff.
favorite
Yeah.
line of Gordon Ramsay is the freshest fucking thing in this kitchen is the goddamn pigeon, and there's just camera cuts a live pigeon on the,
No.
on the
Kyle,
refrigerator.
Kyle,
I got it.
The SpongeBob
Tyler
one.
knows one. Tyler
SpongeBob
knows.
one's
My
hilarious.
favorite quote of Gordon Ramsay is when he is sitting down at a seafood restaurant and he gets squid. He goes, "This fucking squid is so raw, it's ready to tell SpongeBob to go fuck himself."
I love that one. Great line.
Greatest line ever, dude.
Yeah,
It was-
they played
he
that a
ethered
lot,
that
those
chick,
shows a
dude. He
lot.
fucking smoked her.
Kitchen Nightmares they play on rotation on like Dabble channel or whatever that
I
channel
think
is.
it's crazy to
Great
see
show.
so many different sides of him.
Oh God,
yeah.
yeah. He's
Oh, my God,
also
yeah.
simultaneously known as the nicest person.
Well, so
yeah.
here's the thing, right? Here's the delineation. He's only mean to people that purport to know how to cook and
Exactly.
don't.
Yeah.
Exactly. He holds you to a standard.
He
you don't
calls
meet
you
standard.
on your shit.
He
You're
knows
a
that
sandwich.
children are children and they're just learning and they're experiencing something new for the first time, even if they're
Oh, yeah, the
relatively
kids,
good
the
at
kids
it.
Iron Chef or whatever. You've
And then
seen that
he-
clip online before?
Exactly.
When he consoles the girl that's
Oh,
crying.
honey,
And then
it's
he goes
okay.
into
You
a show.
fucking donkey.
And then he goes into a show where it's even adults just learning how to cook, and he's nice about it. His documentary is nice. Then he goes into a show where people are running restaurants. They're in charge of food service, serving actual food to actual people, and they're like poisoning them.
Yeah, with the mold
with
and
bad
in the
food,
freezer and
rotten shit.
Yeah.
There
And
was an
then he's
episode where someone
furious,
almost
and that's
died
justified.
from like a lobster. Yeah, somebody
Yeah.
they called an ambulance for a guy who ate a bad lobster. He
I remember this
almost
episode.
murdered the owner and said, "I'm about to cancel this fucking show." Or
Hmm.
this episode or whatever, because literally it was a guy in like the bathroom like throwing up.
Someone fed him bad scallops on the British version.
Yeah.
He was throwing up for the whole rest of the
really?
episode.
Oh, I did not know that.
No way.
And then he was like,
remember
"This
that
tastes a little weird." And he went to the back and he was like, "Show me where you're storing this food."
That was
and
a
they
long
pulled out,
time
like,
ago.
a
I remember that one.
couple buckets of bad scallops and was like puking outside the restaurant.
Dude, it wasn't.
God,
I do want to say though, it wasn't like I was like, oh, cool, Gordon Ramsay. I know who that guy is. I'm actually like a huge like I've watched everything. I have a thing where if I feel like I'm gonna have a panic attack, I watch the Gordon Ramsay beef Wellington video.
Oh my
Nice.
His chicken parm
You
video
brought that on the
is
podcast a long
amazing.
time ago. I remember.
I want to
that.
make
Like
a chicken
5
parm.
years ago.
So
Yeah.
do you do
I make
his
hash
scrambled
browns
eggs?
because
I
of
do.
him.
So when you make the creamy scrambled eggs, I've modified it. Just
I
a
use
tad.
the chives and sour cream gel.
No, I don't use sour cream.
What do you use?
I use
Buttermilk?
2 slices of American cheese
Then you're not talking about the oldest
per
Gordon
2
Ramsay
eggs. You
scrambled
keep
eggs
stir
video.
back and forth.
That's
back and
not
forth.
the video we're talking about.
There's a new one.
That's the new one. You talk about his with creme fraiche or sour cream with chives.
Oh, yeah, that's the new one.
No, it's not.
There's there's another one.
Yo, you want to go toe to toe on Gordon? I'm down.
no, I
I would go
don't know.
toe to toe on how
I-
you say. Is it cream
I've-
freeze or creme fraiche?
Creme
Creme
fraiche.
fraiche.
Creme fraiche.
It's
That
I've,
sounds
I've
stupid.
modified the recipe to like it's my
saying
liking
what?
for super
Yeah,
gooey,
yeah.
and I use American cheese.
Was it when he was in the kitchen with Marco Pierre White? Because that's what I'm talking about, like late 80s.
Jesus
No,
Christ,
no,
we're
this was like a couple years ago.
This
Oh,
is some
yeah.
knowledge right here. Can I
You know
get a-
Marco Pierre
Money
White?
involved.
You know
can I
who
get
that
a
is?
stick? Can I get the stick?
Thank
Thank you.
You know who Marco Pierre White is?
I've heard of.
Okay,
of.
that's the guy who Gordon Ramsay was like, "Whoa, dude, you're the
Nah,
coolest."
no idea.
No, that's the guy. So Marco Pierre White is a chef who was like literally poor and homeless and literally said, "I need to work somewhere." Knocked on a door. It was a kitchen. They're like, "All right, you could come in," and he just absorbed everything. He became the greatest chef of our generation, but nobody knew who he was because TV chefs were not a thing. Julia Child had the market. Jacques Pepin had the market. This guy was in England. They were just like, "Shut up, cook the food." He was the dude that made Gordon Ramsay say, "You know what? I think I could make a thing out of this." And he learned from that guy.
Wow, that's awesome.
So you watch Gordon Ramsay when he had a full head of hair with Marco Pierre White. That's when I learned how to cook eggs. It's good shit. Dig into that if you're listening and watch.
Yeah,
Nice.
I learned how to make hash browns from Gordon Ramsay. Just
Oh, yeah.
a random TikTok.
Yeah.
Of him like, yeah, this is how I make them. You grab a potato, you get a cheese grater, you go to town, a little bit of olive oil in the pan. Ooh. Let it get
Like
crisp
where he
up.
makes the
That
big
sounds so
flat,
easy.
the flat thing. He flips it over one like it's a big potato pancake and then crushes it up.
Every
exactly
time-
the video you're talking about.
Every time I watch this stuff on TikTok and Instagram and wherever, Facebook Reels, I'm like, that looks really fun. I want to try to cook. And then I try to cook something and I fucking hate it and don't do it anymore. Every time I try to cook, I hate it.
Trial and hardcore error.
Trial and horror.
Well, we figured out your thing. Cooking involves just everything is by hand.
By the
I
heart.
think I need a little bit of
You
that.
feel- it's
oh,
by
I,
feel.
I think
Yeah,
I
if
need to
there's
do
not
that.
very specific instructions. So conversely,
you loved baking.
I
I
love
was about to say
baking.
you love baking.
Yep.
Yeah. I was at that.
I
That's
make
what- why do you
everybody
think
homemade
Why do you
birthday
think I
cakes.
love this?
That's cool. No, dude, that's chill.
nice.
I made Joe a mimic cake for his birthday.
Oh, that sounds cool.
That
I'm
is
gonna let
dope.
you know right now. You'd love mead making because of how specific it is.
I don't want to do that.
Okay.
Jeez.
I tried.
Hey, there you go.
Wow.
Spread the.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh, I
cool.
remember that.
That's
yeah, you
cool.
showed a picture of that.
That is so cool.
So
Dude, my belly is full. My heart is happy. My lungs are fresh air because of all the fucking plants Joe has.
And your liver's working overtime.
And my
so it's
liver
great.
is working overtime, dude.
Yeah.
You beat me to it. I wasn't
There's
gonna.
also a
I was
HEPA
gonna
filter
say
right
it, but yeah, that's
HEPA
cool too.
filter, damn, that's
Dude,
fresh as
I would just, I want to say thank you for having us.
Yeah, this has
Oh my
been
God.
so much fun. Not only to have the amazing food, Joe, thank you for doing that.
Joe, thank
But-
you. Kyle, thank you.
Yeah, this has been so much fun to have you guys with us and be able to just be a part of this because
Yeah.
the whole reason, and I say this every time we have people on, the whole reason we have this podcast is to talk to people who like stuff.
Yeah.
and to, like doing things.
I am a liker of stuff.
Just being able to
qualify.
just being able to share, you know, the things that we're passionate about, the things that we love with other people. Like,
yeah, no gatekeeping.
it's so cool.
Yeah.
It's so cool to me, and it's things that you never thought, like, or at least for me, I never thought I'd learn about, like mead, cast iron cooking, like that kind of stuff. Like I never. Like, it was always just kind of like, oh, yeah, that's my dad's pot. Don't use soap. All right, cool. We're fine.
Yeah, that just exists.
Like, you can't put that pot in the dishwasher.
Would you,
all right, cool.
Would you have ever thought in a million years that you would be into hot sauce?
Actually,
I didn't even
for
like
me, yes.
Frank's hot sauce.
Right.
Dude, that day I just showed up with
Yeah,
a cooler
that's a
and
good
you guys
point.
just
I don't
dove
even
into
eat
it.
Tabasco.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
just,
I was the person where I went to Taco Bell. You just eat the Taco Bell. Don't even touch the packets.
Yeah,
Like,
dude,
I
it's
still don't
only-
get sauce.
It's
at Taco
weird
Bell.
how things
Yeah.
happen. Today, I actually posted a video on my Instagram Reels of the day that Tyler and I got bit by the bug. So there was a guy, his name was Hot Sauce Willie's. He was a distributor of all the hot sauce brands. He approached me and said, hey, he actually was a listener of our podcast, A Full Slice, years back. Like, I'm talking 5-6 years probably, right?
Yeah,
About that.
a year after we
Well,
started.
yeah, right after Tyler got his house, we got the studio set up. He goes, hey, listen, I'm about to sell my business, close my business. I have all this back stock with all these hot sauce brands, like 10 different brands. I have hundreds of bottles of hot sauce. Would you guys like to take the bottles of hot sauce to do for giveaways and games and
like
you know, for
12
cooking
boxes
things?
to
It was 12 medium flat rate boxes from the USPS. He gave it to us. We drove out to Staten Island during a snowstorm, almost crashed the car on the Cross
The
Bronx
best stories
Expressway.
start with crashing a car in a
And
snowstorm.
we unloaded, and when we got back, I said, let's make a video of us opening up the boxes, and we're putting them by brands. White House Station was there, Wiltshire Chili's was there, Gemini Crow, all these wonderful brands, and I just like, dude, I didn't know that there was this much hot sauce, and it's crazy because that was the literal day that I remember getting into hot sauce. And I said, this could be something cool. Now look it, I did that for you guys and brought you a cooler of hot sauces you guys would have never known existed.
I mean, shit, when-
Bronson goes, I don't like hot sauce, and he eats one. He goes, that's fucking phenomenal. And then the White House
Wow,
Station,
you actually did a really good Bronson impression right there.
he goes, that is fucking phenomenal.
I went into that one having already been liking hot sauces. I hated hot sauce a long time ago. My wife has been getting me into them for the past like 10 years.
You went into that not liking craft beer, and when that hot sauce was made with Conclave craft beer, you're like, all right, I'll give it a try. And you're like, fuck, dude.
You did also manage to find a beer that I like too.
Yep, I tried.
That's
That was a challenge.
That's nearly impossible.
I did
knowing
it.
him.
I did it. But it's
really
funny
is,
how things culminate and how much it can breed other positive things. So look at this. This is what, 6th or 7th episode we've done together like this?
Yeah, I don't even-
3 or 4 hot sauce festivals we've done together. Let's just like keep doing positive shit.
Yeah.
You know, if 1 or a million people watch, we're still having a good time.
That was the biggest.
That's
you
it.
know.
Yeah.
I'm glad I finally made it onto one of these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, a Tyler, tape deck Tyler.
We've only invited you every time.
Wait, hold on. You invited me. I've only been invited twice. I'm joking.
Okay, you've been invited more than twice because I think you've been on here. Like,
Technically, this is your like
third
third
time,
time.
Joe.
Actually,
Because there was the one episode where he made the meat, and then when it was ready,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, but you had a baby. We couldn't bring you on for a while.
Yeah, that's true.
But it just goes to show you that like just a bunch of people with a common interest
wife's
can,
fault,
can
actually.
have a really good time together.
I love that baby.
You know,
He's
it's a good time.
good food, good flavor,
Takes
good
two
people.
to
This is
tango.
this is what life
What
is
the
about.
holidays are all about.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's what life
I don't
is
know
all
if we were
about.
tangled.
This is why.
Sorry, the horizontal mambo.
This is why I like Thanksgiving. Is like my favorite holiday.
Absolutely.
Oh my
Because
God,
like
I love Thanksgiving.
with Christmas, you sit down with your family, you eat a little bit, but then it's all about like
He's
what
bringing
did you
this
get
up
me?
because it's an ongoing war between he and
Because
I.
it's the truth.
You're wrong.
Thanksgiving's
So-
better than Christmas.
Christmas
Yes.
is better than Thanksgiving.
yes.
Thanksgiving's
Christmas
better.
is better than Thanksgiving.
Especially now.
I knew we brought you on here
Thanks
for a
to,
reason.
thanks to the
Thanksgiving with
unfortunate
presents.
over marketing.
Yeah, but
same dinner.
here's
Yeah.
the thing.
Same dinner.
You don't have the same dinner.
Depends
We
on
don't.
the family.
Oh
We're
no,
Italian.
yeah, no. Polish, we can't have the same. We don't eat meat. On
We have the
Christmas.
fish.
Yeah, the fish. The
no.
fish.
I have
sandwiches. Yeah.
3 separate families that I go to over Christmas. Parts of my family, parts of Allie's family. One of them does the traditional like 7 fish thing. No, 1/4 of that part of my family is completely dead.
No, from my no. From my
you-
perspective, when you did this, I saw 4 fingers, and I'm like, 3
Did
families.
I put up 4? I'm still pretty drunk.
You only saw 3 fingers.
Uncle.
I thought I put up 3.
Bronze is like half of them.
Oh, because I saw the pinky, and I'm like,
I don't even remember what I did. You probably saw the right thing. Anyway, but yeah, no, the pinky's down because that part's out of here. Everybody does distinctly different foods. I have one part of Allie's family that does the 7 fish thing on Christmas. One part of Allie's family does the Polish thing, and then my side of the family that's remaining.
Yours part Polish?
They
The
vacuum
last
the
name's
ceiling.
fucking Lakowski.
You never told me that.
Yes, I have. Her name's still Lakowski.
Wait, so you guys vacuum your ceilings at the same
My
time?
wife's maiden name is a ski too.
My
But
mom's
then,
Kuczynski.
like my
Another ski.
my
Another
family,
skier.
like from my
Rob-
side,
Rob
does all
Jacansky.
Italian food. It's ferry.
Remax first advantage.
I am actually
Pharaoh
Polish.
is iron and ferry is plural in Italian.
There's
so
a lot of iron in
yeah.
your diet.
So there we go. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
everybody's got
got
different habits.
I like Thanksgiving more because the whole point of Thanksgiving is to get together with your family, have a meal together, have a conversation. You know, that's the point of the holiday.
Here's my total distinction
Christmas
between the two.
is not. Christmas is, I love you, let's eat, let's talk a little bit. What did you get me?
Okay,
It's
but
also
it's not,
very
It's
busy.
not what did you get
It's a
me?
lot more busy.
Okay,
I'll give
didn't
that.
you watch How the Grinch Stole Christmas at all? Jim Carrey is a national treasure. Anyway,
It's joyful and triumphant.
Fuck you.
Thank you.
How?
Best version of that movie in the world.
growth entirely.
Yeah. Hate.
I can't miss that again.
I can't cancel that again. Great
Yeah,
movie.
no, it's
You want to go watch
how
that
many
right now?
like in what way can I find to make somebody happy? It doesn't have to be through presents. It could just be presents, like not presents.
Not gifts.
Presents.
Your presents, as in your.
Yeah, it's been 2.5 hours.
Either way,
Did it die?
Mike died.
either way, this has been epic. I'm happy to have been a part of it.
Thank
I'm
you for
glad
having
Tyler
us.
came
Gross.
at the table. He
Grosser.
and dude, this mead was outrageous. The
Yeah,
food was
good job with
outrageous.
that, by the way.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for sharing it with us.
I
Thank
love
you for sharing
Everybody, a clap for everybody.
Very good.
Very
Clap
good.
for Bob. Rim shots that we can't
Dude,
hear.
Bob controlling the board.
Bob, great job rimming, buddy.
Big Bob G.
Hitting that rim job right there.
So,
Oh man.
do we want to wrap this up?
Yeah,
Please, I'm so intoxicated.
I think we're.
Dude, I came in and out of 3 dizzy spells. Like I thought I was gonna throw up.
Welcome.
Let you guys do your
I'm
classic
good now,
wrap up,
but
and then
I mean, that was a roller coaster.
a dragon roller coaster.
Yeah, thank you all so much for hanging out with us tonight. Obviously, a very special episode. We'll be back next week with some more Friends-vember, I think we're calling this month.
Friendvember.
Going to be with some different guest hosts and guests, all that kind of stuff. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Make sure you check us out on all the different social medias. Tabletop Trio, tabletoptrio.com. Cast Iron Kyle, _Kyle as well.
Yep.
At Full Slice Podcast.
Full Slice Podcast
Yes.
on Instagram.
Tape deck
and
_Tyler too. Tyler's
yeah,
going to be
starting
getting
that
back
one.
into the
Little-
90s stuff
little 90s nostalgia
with the
page to play
cassette
with.
with the cassettes, the VHS stuff, all the 90s nostalgia you love.
and Full Slice Podcast wherever fine podcasts are sold.
Yes.
So without any more further ado, I'm Bob.
I'm Bronson.
This has been the Tabletop Trio Podcast. Thanks, guys, for coming on. Good night, everybody.